born. But who is as lucky as that? To whom does it happen? Not to one among millions and millions of people. And that's why I feel not to be born. The best thing is not to be born.
Who the fuck is this guy out, you fucking cowboy? Do you want to go to war? Come on. Do you want to go to war? We'll take you to war, okay?
You wanna go to war? You wanna go to war? You wanna go to war? You wanna go to war?
Pipe was the maniac, on a morning side drive. I don't give a fuck if you dead, I buried your alive. It ain't even shit to me. That is what you running from. Project on the sides, and I live and let die out a gun. If you got some beef with the niggas that I hang with, prepare for your destiny. That is what you need, bitch. And I ain't got no love for a hopeless, they despise me. Bitches try to run game, that shit never surprised me. Living in the ghetto in this motherfucking hellhole. But that shit won't get the point. Let this nigga out cold. Every single day I see a nigga get his shit split. Bloody red as he bled face down on the pavement. If you wanna go to war, then bring your motherfucking crew. Bring your fucking whatever the fuck you wanna do. Either way you leaving, I don't give a fuck how you go. You can start walking out, or I can make blood show. Mr. Nitty know the game, why you keep on running it? You stuck out your fucking chest, now look what he done of it. Cause this is the sticker poke, all of y'all hit the flow. And I'm gonna let you bitches know, if you wanna go to war.
Now it's time to break you niggas off the jump. You never see a nigga like Frank Nitty play the pump. Cause when it's time for war, bitch, you better have your gun cocked. Cause all I wanna see is body drop when I come on your block. Mr. Pistol whip that nigga, Mr. Empty and clipping a nigga. Bitch, don't misbehave, nigga, find a play the grave, nigga. Nitty ain't no slave, nigga, call me Captain K, nigga. Time to let your nut hang. Draw what you afraid, nigga. Popping off the mouth like you a gangster on a gangster mission. Bitch, I start to shake and leave you thinking like a prankster, bitch. Kicking down your door, boom, boom, I let my foe go. Bitch, I ain't no hoe, I'm taking yeah in the fucking door. Running through the back, I seen a copper and I had to drop it. Put one in his chest and then I screamed out, nigga, that'll stop it. Bitch, don't run into my click, or we gon' make you meet the folk. I don't give a fuck, cause when I buck, I take your older walk.
I take you out the fucking house. I take you out the fucking house. I take you out the fucking house. I take you out the fucking house.
Way back in the day when I was just a little nappy head, daddy set me on this rock, and this is what he said. He told me if your rib was mine, nigga, don't take no downfalls. You get out and get your own, nigga, hold your own balls, cause ain't nobody gon' give you shit. Nigga, you got the earn game. I went out, got my hustle on, and best believe I learned game. I went out and got a double up, and then I got the clock and those motherfuckers old bitches, I can buy some new hoes. Now everything is well, my pocket's fat and I ain't never ever thinking about going to jail. Don't try to front, you never like me, cause you be all up on my motherfucking back trying to indict me. He selling dope, that's what your boss was told, and now they trying to put me in jail for some dope that I never sold. I got a letter from the DA, I'll even shoot the PA, cause all I to go to war. Whenever you wanna go to war.
I take you off the fucking house. 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 I take you off the fucking house.
You wanna go to vote? Nigga, I'm fucking up the bricks of you and all them hoes. You flip the head up a damn and dick. You're talking all that shit about the sin, but now we're getting scary. Pop, pop, pop. It's more important for the cemetery. Nigga, roll, I'm bigger though. Let's face the fucking fact. Nigga, this is just a heat to all you fucking cracker jack. Niggas got that shit from hoe to hoe, from 9mm to 44. Cause I'ma keep on moving on that ass just like Loda. So, Mr. Nitty, I pick them off the gear and dirt and notice. Yo, for motherfuckers out for fucking with me when I go to war.
Nobody helping me. good as fuck. My luck is hard luck. So I'm luckin', I'm down with hard luck. And I don't give a fuck. And I beat the black devil under holy Isham. Having flashbacks of how I shot Uncle Tom. I'm losing it. Man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Man, I think I'm losing it.
For many years I tried to run, but I can't hide no more. My mind is eagerly anticipating for some murder, ho. Shank got the motherfucking shank is what I'm all about. Diarrhea for madman, so hear me as I take them out. Hug them out the motherfucking puppets, I be smoking fire. No one knows a madman, so look a killer in his eye. Take me out my misery, I'm dropping deeper to my knees. Judgment day is coming, keep my finger on that limit squeeze. B-I-O-L-E-N-T-M-A-D-M-A-G and bitch. S-T-I-C-K, I'm up, no reaching for no panic switch. Life is kinda hard to swallow, so I eat it bit by bit. Most don't know they fucking with a lunatic. Deep inside my mind, I light a candle, life is meditated. Never ever gang related, still I stay premeditated. Mentally disturbed, my mind don't click, I think I wanna die. I can't live my life in pain, don't live my shit up in a life confused. Got me living, so I guess I got nowhere to turn. Bitches on these nuts because they want the fucking ends I earn. Ends I tell me give it up, that my life is a fucking waste. What them bitches don't know is that Michigan's a lonely place. Business in my head, got 100 more across the nation. Deep up in the straight, jacket suffering from the medication. Lost in my mind, trying to find me a peace of mind. I'm out my fucking mind, but still I pop my fucking nine. Basically hit, got me mixed up in this fuck shit. Hop out the ghetto, keep a label as a lunatic. How will I live? I don't know, that's a tough decision. Lock me in institution, and send my black ass to prison. This is my life, nigga, but don't put no blues in it. Like the money in my pocket, bitch, I'm losing it.
I'm losing it, man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man, I think I'm losing it. Yo, what's up? This Project Born in Esham, and we done lost that shit.
Like the Wild Wild West, more views than the news. Now you fucking with the best. I can make you famous like William H. Bonney, underground MC with the mainstream army. I can make you famous with this Colt 45. One shot to the dome and ain't no good around. Whole town start to scramble like an egg on a grill. My whole life's been a gamble, waiting on the next deal, and that's real. Yeah, I'm an outlaw to the core. You know the deal. Yeah, it takes that money to score. Can you feel? Yeah, crowds cheering for more. I can make you fucking famous with this sold out tour. I can make you famous like the Wild Wild West. More views than the news. Now you fucking with the best.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smokers Podcast, episode 148. We got Brother King X in the building. I'm your host, Jack Gutter. We got Brother King X hosting. He's been on lately. I know you know him now. You've been paying attention to the Hood Smokers Podcast. You know Brother King X. We is the Hood Smokers. And Blantonio Todd, I see you in the comments. Hop your ass up in here. The people know. And what up, though, Fred Fury? Shout out to Fred Fury. Check his plug.
All right. Well, hey, man, this is Meezus. I just want to send a big shout out to Fred Fury Frequencies and the Hood Smokers Podcast, man. I appreciate y'all.
Shout out to Meezus. Shout out to Fred Fury's Frequencies. Check them out. We're also broadcasting live there. I know you see the flyers and all that going around too and shit. But it's the Hood Smokers Podcast. We got a big show tonight. Project Born going to be joining us at 9. I know Brother King X, you know Project Born. I think we brought one of the last shows we did together was with Project Born out there. I don't even, where was that at?
In Warren.
Yeah, Warren. Hot Rocks or something.
Yeah, with the
Yeah, that shit was wild that night.
Yeah, I remember that show. That was a wild night, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I know that shit was wild as hell. But shit, we gonna play all Project Born. Yeah, you can go right here. See, this is right here on Mixler. You can see we're broadcasting live on Mixler. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on Mixler, tuning shit, because the radio ain't dead. We're still on internet radio. But let's go ahead and jump into a Project Born track. We got a lot of them. We got a whole lot of them on here and shit. Let's see which one I'm gonna start off with. How about let me see which one, because they might have been played a couple times. I'm trying to find some. All right, here we go. Do What I Do, Project Born. I'm Born Dead too. Let's get it. On the Hood Smokers Podcast. What it do? What it do? Project Born in this bitch. We got Nitty in this bitch right now, but your camera ain't on. Are you with us, Nitty?
Right.
We
My
got
camera ain't on?
Nah, the camera ain't on. It's showing a little emoji thing, but it says your name. All right, here we go. Frank Nitty in the building.
Yes, no.
What up,
Yep.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome
What's up,
to
man?
good to see you, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. How you doing, bro?
Doing well, man.
Yeah, we doing
Definitely
all
an honor
good.
to have you hopping on with us, man. Taking the time out.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Flint
no
Town
problem, no
stand
problem.
up. Flint Town all up in the building and shit. Shout out to Mix Sweat Wig Split 100 people. Big Will. Everybody that's in the chat. Much love. We got Frank Nitty from Project Born in the building.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what up, though? I mean, we usually
There's
don't
my
start
brother.
the show until
Brother
around
King.
9, but shit, we got you in the building now, so we can get right on to it and shit. We can play the music after.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
No doubt. And we got Brother King X with us and Blantonio Ty, my co-host on the Hood Smokers
What's up,
Podcast.
brother?
You probably
Hallucinate.
yeah, you know him as Hallucinate, Brother King X.
Yeah.
We were just speaking on like one of the last shows we did together was over there in where was it?
And Warren, the Hot Rod
Yeah,
Cafe,
Warren
whatever
Hot
it was.
Rods.
Skate show.
It was that was a dope ass show. But so what's going on? What's good with Project Born? Why don't you tell the people? There's a lot of people in here who already know about Project Born, but why don't you let them know a little bit about Project Born to the people that don't know?
We up out of Flint, Michigan. It's three of us. Well, two of us still living. One, passed away in December. We've been dropping it for 29 years. Be 30 years next year. Ever since '93. Everybody know we've been doing stuff everywhere. We mess with the clowns, Esham. Everybody on the underground. We with Monster Entertainment right now. We about to make some moves. So we just out here, man. We are trying to grind it out.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Mad Butcher says salute Project Born and shit. Shout out to Mad Butcher. What up, though?
Yeah, shout out, my butcher. What's up, man?
What up, Butch?
But we put a post up there to like what the people wanted the most hear, and they vote on that shit. And the number one thing they wanted to know how Project Born got into the rap game. Like, how did y'all get started? Like, how did y'all get in the game?
And we was bullshitting around, really. I wasn't even originally, doing music. My uncle used to rap. A lot of people around the hood used to rap. They was all good. And one day, my uncle, he really encouraged me to rap because I spent a lot of time with him, and he was rapping. So I was just like, let me try this little rap thing. Let's see how this shit works. So I can get in here. I'm battling with him, but he's that guy at the time. So I'm like, he was wearing me out, just killing me. So I'm like, okay, I got to get my shit together. And then I just started writing, and just writing for fun. Then I seen Pint was writing, and we both had walking around with this little notebook. And then we was like, man, let's be a group. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got doing it. Then like how we come up with Project Born. My uncle was getting it cut in the back of his head. I think he held it on like on a DLC record. He was getting Project Born in his head, and we took it from his head, and that's how we got the name originally. After that, everything is history. Like we just started doing little demos, doing little talent shows and stuff like that. And then his cousin, they was hustling hard in the streets, so they were like, man, we just take it to the studio. So it was like cool. So we just started going to the studio though. I don't think none of us was like really planning for it to go the way it went. But it just happened so quick. We go in the studio. We used to go in the studio. We'd be in there for 24 hours and do one song.
Right.
We gonna do one song in 24 hours in a day. All we did was go in there, get drunk, eat, talk stuff. Then we did the losing it, the first version, without Esham. And then we were just sitting there thinking like, man, Esham would be dope on here. And it was like, okay. And then we started making calls to Esham, and they had the paper to give them. And they came down, did a show with us first, him and Nardis. And then we ended up doing a song probably like a couple weeks after that. Then it was a jump off. It was a quick jump off like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but music wasn't originally my thing though. You know what I'm saying? Music wasn't my plan. Like it was just something that happened.
Right. So you wasn't planning on being a rapper like coming up when you was in high school and shit like that?
Mm-mm.
Nah.
I was a smart guy.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? I was smart in school, really smart. So I wanted to be a lawyer. That was my dream, like forever, to this day.
Damn.
It was never music. I wanted to be a lawyer, to be law. Like I wanted to do law. And then music comes along, then the streets come along, the environment comes together, and you start, getting out there in the streets doing, other stuff, and then on the other side of the law, and then you like, dang, I want to be a lawyer. Now I'm gonna have to go on the other side of the law.
Right.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell the people a little bit about Flint if they don't know about Flint Town and shit?
Man, Flint's rough. Flint's been rough. Like it ain't like it was when we originally started like doing music. Like back in the day, Flint used to be lit. Like I would probably recommend people like to come here like and live because it was just so cool. Huh?
Oh
no. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's in the background. I think it's from Nate. I think Nate has people in the background. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So man, back in the days, and like now, it done got a little rough, man. Flint ain't what it used to be. Not well. I would like what we because I'm originally from Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
We born in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? We moved here. I probably moved here about 8, 9, something like that. And we moved here to lead the poverty of Kentucky. And we came here and it was different. But it was way better than when we were living in Kentucky. So, but the Flint today ain't like it was. Flint today is just not. It's just crazy. I love the city though, but it's crazy around here, man.
I heard they still don't have your water right. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. So they still haven't gotten it together. Yeah. People. Yeah, I'm from Tucson, Arizona. Mm-hmm. But it's like some people wouldn't know that in other parts of the world that they still haven't fixed that issue.
Yeah, they
haven't. They're trying to tell you that they did, but didn't.
I want people to know that. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't, man. And then you would tell it like when you run your water or when you use the water, how it makes you feel, when you got clean water, and they I don't think they replaced all the pipes that they're supposed to fix, but they said they done it too quick, and then they were still trying to find the infrastructure and all this other crazy stuff. Man, there's so many layers to that, man. It just don't make sense, man.
Yeah,
it's so many layers, and it was too many deaths, man, for them to walk away the way they did, for it to come and go, and people walk away, and
because the rest of the world thinks that it's been fixed, and I knew it wasn't fixed because
Hey, I know it ain't fixed.
Yeah,
I'm in Detroit, but I know, what I'm saying, it ain't fixed because I know Michigan. I know the government, and
Right. It's the government that we know. Think about this. I want y'all to understand kind of how that works. Like Flint is predominantly black area. It's poverty stricken, and it's crime heavy. Tell me how they benefit from fixing the water in Flint.
Exactly.
Them three components right there alone, they don't benefit from doing it. You know what I'm saying? They don't benefit from I think they try to run a lot of the poor people out, and they want to make this a college town. Like they got like if you go downtown Flint, you look like
Okay.
great. Like it's colleges all downtown. It looks great. You'd be like, oh man, it'd be lit down there, lit, lined up, everything. You'd be like, man, but you go a block either way from downtown, you in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
One block, either
Already.
way. Yeah, so
One
that's kind of how it
one
works.
block past the MTA station.
Yep. MTA, yep. You pull up like the MTA, like you down in that area, like that's like they fixing all that up, man. The college just bought all that, they fixing all that up, but it's like, but you move out of downtown area, like they didn't. I don't believe they invested much money somewhere else. You know, not yet. I think they try to run enough people out, and then they're gonna come back and try to redevelop this whole.
Same thing they doing in Detroit, bro.
Right.
They steady building up downtown, doing nothing in the hood.
Man,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
We used to have all kind of shops around here. Man, Flint had so many shops. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why they used to call it the vehicle city. Like, they had all the shops here, all the GM. It was so many shops around here when we first around the time we got here. And now it's like we don't have really hardly no shops. You might find one or two like shops they would, but it used to be a bunch of them everywhere.
Right.
There's no shops around here no more. So you take the money out, and then what do you think people gonna do? You know, the people gonna go to crime. Hey, we got to do this. We got to sell drugs and rob to get money.
Right.
If you take the jobs away,
That's what
Yeah,
happened.
it's
Yeah,
pretty much
23
like
went down.
forced situation right there. Yeah.
yeah. So you know how that works, man. It's we already know how to play up top, man.
It's plain to see. Yeah.
Huh?
It's plain to see for sure. You know, like definitely, like it's, the way it's said. You know, it's like
Yeah. You know how the people up top work, man. You know how they work, man. We all know how they work. We all know how they work. We done seen them work. We ain't blind to that fact, man. You know how the people up top, they work different.
yeah.
They work different. You know, they ain't down here in the trenches, so they don't really understand, you know, the plight of people who don't have nothing. These billionaires that make decisions for people with no money. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna tell them how they have to live or how they got to do to survive? Like how? How can you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's a
You know
setup.
what I'm saying? Yes,
Setup.
always is, man. Always. They always. But you know, that's life, man. Like I keep telling people though, I said, man, you know, you just continue to grind. Continue to grind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The hustles is out there. You know what I'm saying? The hustles is out there. You know, it's just about like, you know, it's just about really going out and doing it, like developing your own jobs. And you know, like I always tell my boys, like, man, you know, he say they always try to move the table or do this. I said, well, what we do is we create our own table.
Yeah.
Then they can't take that table away from us. You know what I'm saying? Like we book our own shows. We do this. We do that. They can't stop that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to my homie Charles Brown from Flint Town. They call him Dingo. He was a pro MMA fighter, but he started up 810 Bullies and shit. He's doing his thing. We had him on here as a guest. But he's from
Oh, yeah.
Flint Town. Out there,
Okay.
810 Bullies. Yeah.
Okay.
Charles
Yeah, I
Dingo
heard
Brown.
it before.
Yeah, they called him the grave digger, Dingo Brown. He was a pro fighter.
Yeah,
Big guy.
somebody was telling me about that. Somebody was telling me about him. I think it was my cousin. He's from North Carolina. They be into the little fighting stuff. I don't really watch a lot of fighting like that, but he was saying, like, man, I got this guy. I think he's from Flint.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's his name? He was, breaking it down. He's breaking down everything about him. I'm like, that's how when you said, that's how I kind of knew what you was talking about.
Yeah, he was a big guy. He was like probably about 6'7", 300 something pounds, super heavyweight. And he wasn't like
Hey, so for me,
fat, he was
as
big.
an outsider, like, how many minutes away would Flint be from Detroit?
It depends on how fast you drive, but it's about
Minutes to an hour.
Yep.
An hour. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
About an hour. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
it ain't that
If you
far.
take if you're taking the long way, it's gonna be 3 hours. If you're catching the smart bus to the Great Lakes Crossing and get the MTA, and waiting on the MTA, if you connect to Flint, then gotta get another bus to your destination. I know, I used to do that.
Right. Hey, you know, one thing I remember when I was a lot younger, we used to catch the MTA all the time. At that time, you know, it was our way of getting around. You know, we catch the bus for 50 cents. And we get on that mug, we ride all over downtown. Like wherever we want to go, man, we get on the bus and go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I ain't got time to wait on no goddamn bus. I gotta keep me a car. I have to.
Got to.
I have to.
Yeah.
Because I gotta be there. I gotta be in spot when I gotta be there. I gotta have it. I just have to. But we used to catch the bus all the time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
So what's some of your
definitely.
influence in the game, Nitty? Like who were some of the artists you grew up listening to?
When I was younger, a lot of and this is like mostly like when I first started listening to music, I used to listen to my uncle used to play music. So I kind of took on most of his thing, but we used to listen to Rakim, LL. I was a big MC Ren fan. We loved NWA, Ghetto Boys,
Oh yeah.
um, Big Daddy Kane. That's one of my favorites.
Oh man, I love
Big Daddy,
Big Daddy Kane.
yeah, Big Daddy Kane used to go hard, man. He go hard, like
Yeah.
man. And then and then after I started listening, I had to when I finally heard Esham, he was, he was that guy, um, um, Tupac, as time went on, when he finally arrived, Tupac was, I think probably right now he's my favorite. It was just so much about the way he flowed, man. Everything like the way he put words together, his content,
Emotion.
everything. Yeah, he was like, how you have a creative player on NBA and stuff like that and football. Like Tupac was like a creative player, like rapping, like he would be the 99, like because he had everything. He had the look, he had the brains, he had
Oh
the
yeah.
charisma. He was good with the ladies. Everything. He had everything. Like he could flow. Like I don't say he was the greatest rapper, but he was good. If you really listen to his stuff, like, you got to listen because he takes shit. He'll run it over your head, and you won't even understand it. You know what I'm saying? Pac will run some over your head. You be sitting there looking like because he'll take it so deep, and
Yeah.
he just
And
does. He
that,
just
like
he
to have
moves.
that underlying, Black Panther influence too, right there behind him too. That
Hmm.
started really, yeah.
Yep.
That's why I
Yep.
think people was afraid. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And then um, I mean, just a lot of like. See me, I listen to a lot of music. Like I say, I was born in Kentucky. So, but when we was in Kentucky, we didn't have like no electricity, no water and stuff. And we used to have this little radio with we put the big batteries in there, and we listen to just the radio station. So down we talking small town Kentucky. So we listen to like soft rock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like soft rock.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Our
You know
nephew
what
is from
I'm saying?
Kentucky.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
So
Hall and
one
Oates,
no, so
shit
one
like
no
that.
I
bar,
was gonna
so
do
one
that.
no
You know,
bar,
Carl and Nick, I was about to. Yeah.
so one no bar, so one no bar, nothing jumping off out.
Were you from?
No.
I know you know about the Nappy Roots from Kentucky.
Oh yeah. Actually,
Yep,
yeah.
I heard them. Yep, Navy
Yeah,
Roots. Yep, yep.
yeah. We got them
And
coming
it was
on
like,
Big V. We got them coming up next, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
The following
yeah,
Saturday. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
Big V Big V coming
You
out
come
with
up with
us.
the Kentucky. It's music. Like music was like this, we come up on soft rock. So like when I when I finally got to Michigan, and then like I still like I was listening to the songwriter before we got introduced to rap. Finally, took off. And then it was like, like even today, like even when I start doing music, like even today, like right now, what I'll do is like for me to like, but if I believe I'm in my writing pivot and I'm just snapping, I just go play Eminem records.
Yeah.
Then they let me know I still got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the way, if you peep the way he flows and the way he puts his words together and his styles is ridiculous. Like if you just listen to Eminem records and just listen to his flow, how he put I don't care what the beat sounds like. Listen to how he puts his flows together. The man is ridiculous. He helps me step my game up because I was like, damn, that motherfucker just what I'm saying? He took this and did that. I studied music, to a T. And I think I always think like if you're gonna be an artist, like I always say, like if you're an artist and you love the game like that, then you're gonna study the game. A lot of artists don't study the game, man. They just get out there, they rap, they think they know everything. I'm like, man, you have to study what people who came before you, study the people that's there with you, study the people that you feel that are at the top of the game or top of their game in rapping that you see as in top of the game, and then study their style, study their case, study how they rap style, how they change flow, how they do this, like just learn all that. I be studying music. You know, I study every all flow. Whenever I listen to, like, I don't listen to a lot of. When I do listen to music, my music, I listen to a lot of older music. I don't really listen to a lot of stuff today. Like, you can't think about this. Remember when we used to back in the day when we had music coming out, um, people would drop. You might get a record once every couple of months. Like, okay, Tupac dropping on this Tuesday, September. You might get another record in December. Might get another record from somebody in February. You know what I'm saying? You see them post out. Now it's a record dropping every other day.
Yeah.
How do you ever get that?
SoundCloud rappers on it? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You don't even get to appreciate the record that came before that because the next day it's another record coming. You trying to listen to this, you trying to listen to that, trying to listen to that. So you don't get to appreciate no music. You know, we used to get to appreciate the whole record. We get to bang that
It's like
boy
a
for a
sponge.
summer.
You could absorb it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had bang a record for the summer, and then by the time the fall comes, and then fall will come. Yeah, and another
You
record to
didn't get a
come. You
chance
get
to
to
enjoy
enjoy
it.
it.
Like, you didn't get a
Yeah.
chance to enjoy it. Yeah.
Now there's 10 records that come out a week, 10, 20 records, and then you never get to enjoy a record. Or some records get slept on that you'll never think that was really good. But see, I started to sit down and start listening to records, like, yo, that's the crazy part, like how it is now, like in the world. Everybody with a microphone is a rapper and a computer.
Yeah. And a lot of these people don't know hip hop. I'm sure you've probably
No.
like yourself like bumped shoulders with a lot of people. Oh, they're rappers, but then you see about their hip hop history, they just don't. Right?
They don't.
I mean,
They
me and Nate
they
have
don't
talked
have
on
a
this. Like
clue.
me and Nate chop it up
But
heavy.
it is
So
justice when it comes to the recording process. They got it good compared to was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day,
Oh, they don't even know.
when you messed up, wasn't
Yeah, all over.
no
No punching.
going straight to the top and
Yep.
expecting hope from
Yep.
the top. No
Yep.
punching. No, you
Yep.
don't get the whole thing right. You gonna just say the whole thing over.
the whole
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Right.
Because it made you get better as an artist.
Right.
And
Because
studio
when we
time
came
cheap
in, we was
beats,
on
like
reels. Yeah, I don't know if any of y'all recorded on reels or not, but we was on reels when we.
back in the day, yeah.
I was.
Yep. See, when we came in, we was on reels, on reel to reel,
Yeah.
and think if y'all go back to the losing track was 30. We had 30 some bars apiece. We had to go straight through. Now, if you mess up, you got to start over.
Yeah.
36
And then of
bars.
course you paying for studio time back then, you know, like
Right. Right. It was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't mess up. There wasn't no punching. Wasn't no nothing like that. You had to start from the top.
Exactly. Hell yeah. They
Yeah,
don't
but that
understand
made you hone your craft because I would try to learn a record overnight. Like if I was younger, my mind was a little bit more sharp, so I would learn a record overnight. Like if I wrote it that night, about in the morning I had it memorized. When I go to the studio, it's memorized and I'm ready to go. I don't need no paper.
Right.
yeah.
You ain't
You
got
know what
time to
I'm
sit
saying?
there and fuck up. Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's when your mind is younger and sharper. You remember more. I was about 21, 20. No, I was younger than that, 19, 8, 19. No, and then it's like my mind was sharp. I could remember stuff overnight. But now, it might take me a month to remember a record. I'm up there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm up there a little bit.
I understand. We
what's up.
feel you. Shit, we got a question for somebody because they saying you do a lot for the. You've helped a lot of people in the city of Flint and just people in general. And somebody wanted me to send you a message from. He just messaged me, Phase. Wanted me to. He wanted me to tell you something. He said, "Nitty Phase. I just want to tell you thank you for everything you have done for me, the city, and everyone in the game. You have impacted so many artists and people in our city. It's like you have an S on your chest. I may have left the rap game, but the advice and positive talks you gave me has stuck with me. I've overcame many odds and a lot due to you. Thank you, homie. You'll forever be my big brother. And he said that dude has helped so many people you don't even know.
Yeah, tell him thanks, man. Hey, man, that's my little brother, man, for real.
Yeah, he's watching right now and shit. He's watching right now.
We
He said,
we all came up, man. I was up, and I ended up meeting them, and them light.
yeah,
I meant light was when I met light was like 16, 17, something like that. My boy Bean, Gerald Bean, and Trilogy, AO, like all of like we all I met them, and then it was just like I started doing music with them, and they used to be like they used to look at me like, man, like I had been doing music, I'm messing with the clowns there, so they used to look at me like they're like, man, when that first thing is like. They're like, man, people they didn't believe y'all was coming to the studio. We get up to the studio, they looking at me like with this star stuff look. I'm like, nigga, okay, we can get by all that. We gotta record. You know what I'm saying? And I just teach them, the game, like taking them younger, like when they was young, and I was like, man, come on, like before Light even came out or whatever, I just take him on the road with me, him, and my little brother. He passed away, but we used to ride on the West Coast. We'd be out there for 2 weeks, just what I'm saying, just fucking around, and I just like that's just the way I am, man. My personality is, man, I fuck with everybody. I'm just a person like that. That's just my personality. I don't never not or not fuck with it. If a motherfucker is cool, then we cool. If you're all about that drama, all that rah-rah, we gonna keep getting in trouble. We got to argue and fight with motherfuckers all the time. I'm not fucking with you because I ain't got time to be sitting here arguing all day. We got other shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. I like to make money. We make money, we chill, we party, get the women, whatever we gonna do, and let them be that, And Fade, Fade, my little brother. I mean, they was doing, they were doing the paper boys. I mean, man, we did so much stuff like with them. Yeah, and I used to talk to them. Me being older, I always talk to them. They was younger, and I would talk, to Fade and them. Every day go through stuff. I'd be like, trying to give them, them the little talk. Just being the older statesman, and yeah, that's my little brother. Man. They're my little brothers, man. Yeah.
That's what's
shout
up.
out, shout out, Faye, shout out, Light. I know y'all tuning in and shit. Much love.
So as far as the new school, I was gonna say, is there anybody that you like, you can dig, in this current age? Because we know there's a big like gap and there's a big change that's happened with hip hop. I mean, is there anybody like you feel is getting it right? You know what I mean? Because of course, there's a lot that is based,
Yeah, the person I like the most of this whole generation right here is Lil Baby.
Little bit, okay.
I like the way he moves. I like the way he moves. I like his flow. He, I think he gets it. Like out of all these knuckleheads out here, I think he gets it. I think he knows like I gotta stay out the way. I gotta get my paper. I gotta, he talks with sense.
Yeah.
He talks with sense. You don't see you don't hardly ever see him out here in the midst of a lot of drama and all this BS. You don't see him getting caught up in all that. I like to see people move like with some sense because you have a lot of people that's counting on you. And I always tell people, man, I got a lot of people that's counting on me at home. Like, so I don't got time to come out here playing. Like we ain't talking about moving, trying to move for some money. I am not moving. Like I got people to feed at home. Like we got to move like with a pooch. I'm getting up there. Like I told him, like, my days of rapping for one, I'm just tired. I've been 30 years. Next year is my 30th year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's been just a long time. Like
OG in the game.
Lil Baby is one. I like the way he moves. Even as ignorant as Kodak is, I like his get up.
I can dig it. Yeah, I could dig that. Yeah.
Cool, rough. He rough. But most of the time, like I listen to a lot of old rap. Like every time I come in, my kids be looking at me like, dang, they want to listen to Lil Durk. Yeah, they like Lil Durk. Like my kids, like they like all these new ones. I'll be playing Ghetto Boys, or I'll come out, fuck them other niggas going to see murder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that,
Yeah.
Man, that's for the sticks. Man, I be banging that C murders. I bang that C murder so much. Especially what was it, Life After Death joint?
Yeah.
Man, That's man, that's so hard, dude. I used to bang that so hard back in the day. That's the murder. That ghetto dope.
No Limit was killing them back then. Yeah.
Yeah, they get like man, I'm like man, now you gotta be telling me man, this real music. Everything, all they want to throw up, shake ass, throw around. This, I mean, get your asses out of here. Like, let's just listen to some music. You
Yeah.
know, but you know, it's their generation. This generation is a little bit more erratic. You know, they move off impulse more than like we did. Like we, you know, this is they keep saying like this is drug using music. They have we had drug dealing music.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we had
It's true.
Jeezy and we had Gucci. We had all that. Like I like Jeezy. Like you know, all of them. Like
Oh, now,
man,
now it's like you do a diss track and they'll pull up on you, and you know, like
oh
you don't live another day. You know?
And then they'll
yeah,
put your face on the cover after they kill you and go to
yeah,
jail.
but
Yeah, yeah, that's
you
yeah.
know, the thing about that is social media. Like man, you'll go around, you'll say something crazy, and then you'll be on live and showing where you at.
Right.
Like they keep a tab on you because you'll show them. Like I'm here,
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm
Yeah.
here, I'm
Look,
here.
yeah.
I'm not doing all that. If you see me record, you see a live come up with me, I'm either at a show. I'm at a show, and that's the only way I go live. I'm at a show. Like, okay, man, we at here. I'm recording ICPs, or you know, I might have somebody take my phone, record us, something like that. But outside of it, I'm not showing where I'm all the time. Like,
So y'all was the first group Psychopathic ever signed, right? Project More, right?
Yep.
yep,
Y'all was the very first. So y'all
yeah.
probably went on a lot of big tours. I take it. Y'all been on the road.
We went when we originally got the psychopathic. Psychopathic wasn't psychopathic like psychopathic is. You know,
Right.
as y'all know,
Yeah.
here we got there like they was still learning.
Yeah.
You know, we ended up meeting them through Esham.
Oh man. Okay.
On a random, we never like I never had heard of them before. Esham, like they came to Flint and did a show. We were doing a show here in Flint, us, Esham, and them. And I had never heard of them. So they come down here. You know, we meet them. You know, we fuck with Esham. We had already fucked with Esham on the track, but I think that
Shout
we
out to Esham real quick. Yes.
yeah, shout out Esham. You know, they man. I'm gonna tell you, man. It's a lot of things I can say about E man. Like Esham is that guy. Like his old shit, we still trying to catch up to that. I keep saying that. I keep reiterating. I don't know if people understand what I'm trying to say when I say that. The man was so far ahead of the game when he was dropping back then that we still trying to catch up. Man, think. Kill the Fetus, Closed Casket, Dead Flowers, what's the record before that? Yeah, Booming Words.
Booming
Devil
Words.
Night. What is it?
Homie don't play.
Devil
Devil,
Night.
yeah.
You-
Judgment Day.
like
Judgment Day.
Homie
You
don't
took-
play. Homie don't
Yeah,
play.
everything like from Dead Flowers back. Like you think that's a lot of records. Like I'm still trying to grasp like where the fuck his mind was at that point. Like
Right.
how in the fuck did you make something this fucking fresh and crazy? And then you doing all the beats, he writing his own rhymes, and then you doing another records. Like, hey man, he was by far that guy, man.
Yeah.
That guy, like, you know, I don't think he gets enough credit.
Agreed.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. But you know, kind of how the game changes. A lot of newer people they don't know what Esham is doing.
Well, I mean, I'd also add that you guys don't get enough credit too. You know, like definitely, you know, it's an honor like having you on with us. Like definitely, I want to recognize that. You know, you guys deserve more credit.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. I do, but I always think that too. But like, cause before Pioneer passed, we used to always talk about our respect. And I don't think we get enough respect. We don't get enough respect. You know, and it's kind of like when you get in the game, man. It's how you move. Like we had a lot of false moves early, you know, which cost us a lot of money and a lot of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the way, like I always tell them, I said, man, only thing that matters is what the people say. What the people say is the only thing that matters, like to me, because they're the one that makes the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like all the juggalos, everybody who ever supported us, everything like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like man, y'all are legends, y'all this and that. We did our job, we put our record in. We fucked up a lot, but I'm like, I still wouldn't trade it for nothing because like when you think everybody thinks like, man, everything has to be judged in monetary gain. I'm like, man, I
In
met a lot
monetary
of
point.
people. Yeah, a lot of people thinking monetary just it has to be just money. Like, man, I don't care about the like the money would be it's cool, but that does but I would change all that to still say the way I went because I got to meet a lot of cool people. I got relationships with people that I probably would have never met in my lifetime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went places I never think I'm a kid from the projects, Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
Man, we was man. I before I even left out the project started coming around. I never like we hardly ever left the project, so I didn't. Even, it was a lot of places in Flint I didn't even see. So you think that you take us from all the way around the country, in every damn near major city in America for music. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was like it's just crazy, man. Because like you think about it, and you think about everything you did. You say, man, everything you did wrong, but then like sometimes God's plan for it to work the way it is because He knows how certain people are. You can impact people. You was meant to meet these people because you had to impact them in a different way. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's the way I look at it. You know, but because man, at the end of the day, you know, I feel like you know we had a long career, almost 30 years. You know, we still get to do music, still get to do shows. You know what I'm saying? Everything is cool, and I'm just like, man, I don't think I would have had it no other way. But I appreciate you. I appreciate the love, man. Like he don't get the credit. You know, I don't think we get enough credit. You know, and but
I
you
mean,
know, it is what it is.
definitely thank you for sharing that because what I was going to say, about the Esham reference, like I didn't even know that part, like Esham had kind of like referred you to, with psychopathic records and stuff like that. So that was an honor, thank you for sharing that too, because
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
bought us to Flint.
knew about it, but
We doing the show together. I had never met Jay. I never even heard of ICP. But this was we talking '94. It was '94, and we had never met them. They came down. They come down to do a show with us. With us, them, Esham, we did the show, and they was kicking fake all around. You know what I'm saying? And in the predominantly black area, everybody's in good clothes. You know what I'm
nobody
saying? They
does
kicking
that.
fake.
Yeah, that's white boy shit.
Yeah, my people want to whoop their ass.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what the?
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, I swear, man, everybody was in a fresh gear.
Oh God,
Man,
yeah. And soda comes landing on.
yeah, Florida flying everywhere. They're like, oh shit. So then when they started fucking with Jay and they was like, man, we want y'all to do a show with us, which had to probably be like 6 months at that point. Like, we're like, bet, fuck it. It'd been our first show out of Flint. Everything we had did was in Flint, and this was we did a show at St. Andrews Hall with them. And that motherfucker, this was our first time look, me and Pint would go up there, boy, it was just like, because originally, like me, it was just me and Pint, you know what I'm saying, started the group.
Okay.
And then we added Pope.
Okay.
And what we did was, we was doing a show of the St. Andrews, and me and Pint was like, we was nervous as hell, because we had never been out of Flint. We was like, man, these people they might not even know who we are. You know what I'm saying? Because all we had was a single out. We wasn't even on Psychopathic at that point. You know what I'm saying? We only had a single out.
Right.
And we get up there, and we get up there, and then Rude Boy, he was the host that night, and he come through, he announced us, and then everybody started screaming. I'm like, oh yes, they know us, they know who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was like nervous. We sitting there like we got these big Reaper suits and shit, and we want to tear these Reaper suits off and get out. We like trying to figure out. Just figure people know who he is. And I'm talking about this motherfucker. St. Andrews Hall was back to the rim.
Yeah.
And then we jumped out there, boy. That was our first show out of Flint with St. Andrews Hall. And we were like, okay. And that kind of knocked, after that first song, it knocked the cobwebs out, and it was on from there. And then, we stayed in touch with Jaden. They was fucking with it, because I think originally we thought originally we was going to real life, right?
Yeah.
We fuck with eating them a lot, you know what I'm saying? We thought, the real life was going,
that would have been
put the paperwork down for us. So, it ended up, not happening or whatever. We've been dragging it for whatever case it didn't happen. And Psychopathic just, slid on in. It's like, man, blah. You know what I'm saying? They pulled up on us, met up downtown Flint, put the paperwork down, talked, signed the deal. And then shit, hell, Jay and Shay just come down here, come get us, take us to the studio. They took us to drop us off at Mike Clark house. We'd be up at Mike Clark crib. That motherfucker, man, Mike Clark was a brilliant motherfucker. I give him a shout out, man. Shout out to Mike Clark.
Yeah, shout out Mike Clark.
Definitely shout out to Mike Clark, man. That'd be a dream to
Man,
chop up one day,
Yeah,
right, man. And this was back when Mike Clark was Mike Clark. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mike
He was
Clark,
picking up the juices.
Like Psychopathic was different. Yeah,
people
change.
Everything was different back then.
Yeah, because Psychopathic hadn't even jumped yet. Like, it hadn't even jumped yet. We talking 94.
Productions was that shit back then. That's when RLP was blowing up.
Yeah, they hadn't jumped yet. Psychopathic hadn't became Psychopathic like they was. They come up and then it's like we get dropped off with Mike Clark. So it'd be me, Pint, Mike Clark. We'd be in there, and Mike Clark just go around fucking with shit. Like, okay, and then we like if anybody out listen to the Born Dead record, Mike Clark was on. We got the song called From the Get Go, and Mike Clark was doing the policeman voice on there. You know what I'm saying? It's like he did that. We used to have been to make some magic. Like we did that. We went in there. We did the graveyard up in there. And we recorded a couple more vocals up there, but he's just brilliant the way he works. And he got all these fucking records and he goes through and he came up with the Born Dead intro. He went and found that shit on the record, put that on there. It's like, we came out with the 6-song EP. And it was like, man, it was like, now that you start to see like, okay, who is you working with from the track record that they have and the way they move, like, man, we could say we fucking work with Mike Clark at the somewhere like around the ground floor, 94.
Yeah.
And he was
he's always been like one of my favorite producers, just like beats wise, like personally. I was like,
yeah, the motherfucker smart as fuck, man. The motherfucker, man, the way he be thinking, man. He thinks like the way he's brilliant because he just be, he just constantly thinking. He's like trying to make we put a scenario together. We throw this out there, then he adds. I like producers that add on as you when you trying to get something together. They don't just sit there and wait for you to put it together. Then he jumps in there. Well, put this together. What y'all think? Put this together. And he and we had a good time up in there. We still.
Yeah, I heard he's funny too. I heard he like got a fun, like his humor and stuff, like a little bit of tricks up his sleeve hit from time to time.
Yeah, and he cool as fuck. That's the main thing. Even to this day, you see Mike Clark, it's always, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? That, get us some photos, whatever.
Yeah.
And last time I seen him was a couple years ago at Hollow Wicked. And it was, just like yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, shout out to Mike Clark again. Yeah, he's definitely a pioneer in Detroit hip hop and hip hop period and shit.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Mike Clark is that guy, man. I think he helped create the ICP sound.
Right.
Yeah. They never sounded the same, ever since they parted ways.
Yeah, that was like before there was juggalos, even before they called themselves juggalos, like back then, back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Before they even juggalos, when we originally got that juggalo, when he made up, I remember all the time we used to be with we were real like we get with Jay and then we just go do in stores and shit. That's back when in stores was good. Like we'd pull up to a record store and hundreds of people were outside. You know what I'm saying? And you just sit there and they just look at you like megastar. Like when you're on the underground, like that megastar list. And I remember this, and this was like so vividly. Like remember after we finally got the Psychopathic, and the first week Born Dead dropped, and down in Flint, like we would go to the mall, like. But I'm still like, a hood nigga. So I'm like, me and my homeboy go to the mall and I'm not thinking, I'm thinking nothing of our records dropping, you know what I'm saying? And us being anything, more than niggas from the project, you know what I'm saying? And so I go to the mall the first time the weekend after Born Dead dropped, and I get surrounded by so many people. I'm looking like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if we should just start swinging or what. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it was back in the day. Back in the day, you go to the mall like that, huh? Genesee Valley, Genesee Valley. Man, I ended up probably talking about an hour and a half, man, with people just sitting around
Yeah.
talking. I'm thinking like, that let me know right then the impact of what that one record had, had already done. I'm sitting there like, look, and my regular rides to the mall is gonna be different from now on.
Yeah, I know that shit
You
was
know what I'm
slapping
saying?
in Detroit for sure. I remember when it dropped and shit, grabbing that bitch from Rocket Ages and shit. Fucking,
Yeah.
that bitch
Rocket
was
Bass,
slapping.
remember, like Rocket Bass used to carry hot hits. Our spot down here, Wyatt Earps, you know what I'm saying? We had it all over the city, like all in Detroit. Like, man, that shit blew quick.
Yeah. And it was, I think it was the track with Eshawn. That was the first one that I heard was that track y'all did with Eshawn. And then the track with ICP, The Graveyard.
Hmm.
And the
Yep, great.
Graveyard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a classic. We
Arizona was
played
the
that
ones
before.
that like kind of linked it
Yeah,
out
that
here,
reached
which
all the way to Arizona, Tucson, Arizona. They was banging that in the '90s and shit.
Yep.
That
And
shit
everybody
was.
said,
like
man,
like
you banged
yeah,
that when I
like
was on my way to
Scott
school.
Freshness was more like made it people know your name. It's a household name, like
Yeah,
Project
that's what
One.
I'm. By the
Yeah.
way, Antonio saying y'all kind of slept on because y'all don't get the due respect you should be getting and shit. I feel like Project Born's right up there at the top. I mean, when you mention like we was talking about like who was the top horrorcore artist and Wicked shit and the different like shit like that, and it's like Project Born should be right there at the top too on that list of the Wicked shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? When they make them lists, they be making. They gotta
Yeah,
have. I
you're
mean,
right.
Project Born should be right there too. And shit, you know what I'm saying?
I agree. I totally agree with you because like we was putting it down way back before a lot of people even jumped off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we came up, like originally it was just like only one like we seen really with like ICP, Esham, like around in these areas. Like we was like the main three that was really putting in work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then we got to psychopathic. We had a brief stay at psychopathic. With differences between our team and theirs. You know,
Mm-hmm.
things didn't work out. And I told him like, man, I wish we would have. Me and Pink, we talked about staying, but then we didn't want to leave our people. We was loyal to a fault. You know what I'm saying? These are people that took us to the studio, got us on. There's no way like we can lead them. How you be loyal to a fault,
right,
and then we don't go with the psychopath. We don't go with psychopathic, and then they blow like they blew.
right.
And because like after we dropped Born Dead, they came back. They wanted to do another record. They were like, man, we was kind of like not really knowing, a lot of stuff. We learned a lot more. We want y'all to come back to do another record. And my people would have turned it down for whatever reason. It was just a lot of things I think on our team that we didn't understand about music back then. Some you take some of us off the street and they hustling. When they used to getting paid every day. We don't think about getting paid quarterly. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
getting paid quarterly, like we drop a record, man, next week we need a check. It doesn't work that way. As we start to learn down the road, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all comes in quarterly, but back then I think a lot of our failure came from us not knowing the game.
that's what it
You
was.
know,
Yeah,
because I don't think that our team or even me or none of us thought it was going to take the turn that it took as fast as it took. So it's like it happened so fast, and it's like, okay, we didn't, we wasn't prepared. And if you ain't prepared, then you're gonna not getting what you deserve.
Yep.
that's real talk.
Real talk.
So what do
So
you
I tell
prefer?
one another,
Go
get your
ahead.
business together.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do you prefer better doing? Performing live or studio? Recording in the studio.
Oh, I like performing live. It's nothing like it. The
Yeah,
feeling is different. Like it's like you get up there, nothing matters when you're on stage. Nothing, not one thing.
yeah.
I don't care what you've been going through. Nothing. When you get on stage, man, that feeling is nothing like that feeling, man. There's nothing like that feeling. Like going to the studio is cool, but it doesn't capture the uh the crowd the feeling you give to other people. You know, when you go in the studio, it's just you, producer, rap. Like, I don't care if you did a good verse. You can only pat yourself on the back. But when you get on the show, like when you see that adrenaline going through the people, and it's next level, man. It's nothing like it.
Right.
Nothing like it. You know, I love performing.
Yeah. So
Love performing.
what's the future hold for Project Born? Y'all got some more music coming, some new any albums coming?
Yeah, yeah. I know probably everybody on earth knows, like, we on Monstar right now.
Yeah.
Um, we
Shout out Monstar.
look, yeah,
That's
Monstar
what's
and
up.
playing Schizo, Light,
Yeah.
Straight Jacket, us. You know, we my man DJ D. Everybody. We over there. We putting in work right now, man. We getting all our records together. Me and Light is doing a Bird versus Magic record. Um, it's coming out fresh. Like, we almost close to the end. Like, I done recorded everything. We're close to the end of that record. We recorded a new Project Born record. We a couple of records in on that. We got a group record coming out, Monstar Nation record. Uh, Tour next year, probably. Excuse me, in March. Um,
Okay.
we doing this Toy Drive December 16th. That's a show and toy drive we're doing for to try to get the kids together. Um, Man, it's Schizo record, new record coming. Straight Jack got a new record. Everybody on Monster got a new record. Light got a new record coming. Like this, we got so much work. Like, we putting in over here. New Year kick in. I'm telling y'all, why y'all be like, God damn, he said they was coming. They coming. We coming out hard. Like,
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Shout
That
we
out
big up.
coming out
Schizo. We got
hard, man.
Schizo coming up too and shit. Shout
Yeah, we
out
got Schizo
Schizo.
coming in too. Yeah, like
Yep, that's my people, man. Schizo is a good guy, man.
Yeah.
He's a
yeah,
real good guy, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, shout out Schizo if you tuning in right now.
shout
Shout
out
out to
Schizo.
K Zoo. Motherfuckers don't
Yeah,
realize the
yeah,
Murder Mitten is called the Murder Mitten for a reason. There's a lot of hoods in Michigan, you know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
found that
yeah.
out when I went to the joint. I was like, damn, Muskegon got hoods, you got Lansing, you got, I
And I
mean,
probably say this almost every interview. What I was gonna say is just the networking, like the way y'all work with support and everything, man. It's just like incredible. Like for Michigan as a whole, what I've noticed as being an artist from out of state and everything. Just
hmm
you
Yeah,
know,
sometimes when you look at it like that, um, we do get to work a lot together. Well, some of them, but it's a
it's
lot.
just something.
It's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
yeah,
Like, with a lot of people, man. One thing I started learning, and this is what I try to, what we talk about all the time. When I talk with Lightning, we talk with the team. Uh, how you meet somebody, and some people are disingenuous, or what is it? They not genuine.
Not genuine. Yeah.
They're not genuine.
yeah,
They're not genuine. You know how you can meet somebody, you can pound it up all this day, and then they say, "Oh man, yeah, man, come here, Rick, I'll do this, I'll do the record, I'll do this," and then
Yep.
you'll hit them up, and then they'll brush you off, or it ain't the same energy when you're not around. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just cool motherfuckers. Like me, if I say I fuck with you, I just fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be just one day this, one day. I don't know no other way. I can't be fake like that. But a lot of, we always tell, like, people who, like, in the media, like, people in the media are gonna take things, they're gonna run with it. If one person said this or somebody says this, I like, man, if they knew everything that goes on behind the scenes, like, things would be different. The way they report stuff, the way they do this, but behind the scenes, like, they don't even know none of this is going on, and people would take shit and they just run with it. And then me, I just don't got time to even try to dispute nothing nobody says. Fuck it, if that's what they say. It is. It is. Okay, you know,
right,
the people who know the truth. I don't have to. I
yeah,
don't have to address it. I'm not gonna waste my time addressing something that doesn't make sense to me. You know what
no,
I'm saying?
They
That's
reveal
my
themselves. They
mind.
reveal themselves like what they held in the dark and stuff. So I mean, you just real. You keeping it real.
Yeah, but then over time now, people are starting to see, like,
Yep.
what I'm saying, that this this is, but then sometimes people will see this, and because of sometimes who it is, they still want to look over it and have so many excuses. I'm like,
Oh
I
man,
don't,
yeah,
you know, y'all know how it is, man.
yeah, it's messed up.
Man. It is what it is. Me, I get out there, I fuck with everybody, man. Since Pine been gone, man, I have a whole different, you know,
Yeah,
no different aspect on what everything that I see like in people, man. I be trying to enjoy people while they're here because one I know, but I done lost people like before that, but then like me and like us and Pine, we like brothers, man. We grew up together. When I first got here to Michigan, moved into the projects, he's one of the first people that I met. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, rest in
the
peace,
thing
family.
about that is, it just tells you like, man, you never know. Like you take a small misunderstanding with some people that you know and love for so long, and then if something happens to them, you're going to feel a certain type of way, and sometimes I think we take life for granted, and and I think we get to that point where we take these little misunderstandings and we don't talk to people that we love, have been knowing and loving and caring for all our life, and then one day they're gone, and then we sit here looking stupid because you can't make amends no more
yeah,
when they lay in the casket, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Real talk.
And,
Real talk.
I got to the point where I just like, man, after Pint passed, it was just like, I ain't really had no beef or nothing like that, but it's just like, I'm just gonna just show love to people, man, because it's just like, man, you never know, and I don't never want to have no regrets.
Right.
Like, I don't like say I'm beefing with such and such or somebody, and then something happens to them. I've been loving this mother forever, and then all of a sudden we have a disagreement. Now we got to be at odds, and then something happens to one of us, and then it's like, and you sitting there crying, wishing you could have said something different. Like this, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to live with no regrets, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at, man. I'm just like that's just the way I am. Period. I don't take nothing for granted, man.
Right. Every day
That's
we
what's
Nothing.
wake
up,
up's
man.
a blessing.
Yeah.
Shit.
You
Every
know,
day.
so yeah, but man, I'm telling you, like this New Year's is coming up. Like
Yeah.
man, it's gonna be crazy. It might be my last record. I'll be honest with y'all. For y'all, I ain't gonna say y'all. This is the first time I ever said it out loud. But this might be my this next year. I'm gonna be honest. This next year probably gonna be my last year doing music.
You
You know
got
what
a
I'm saying?
date?
So everybody who get a chance to come out, catch a show, get this or that, be able to pick up anything you can pick up. Like I'm just, 30 years is enough time for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
No,
enough
you a
time. I
vet.
give it to these young boys, man. I can't travel like that. I know a few of y'all got to be old up there in age.
Yeah,
Somebody got to
yeah,
be close to my
yeah.
age or something.
We right
You
by right
know,
there with you,
I'm,
bro. Trust me.
and
I think I'm the oldest one up here. Yeah. Like,
me.
Platonio might be the oldest, yeah.
yeah, I might be. I'm 48. So,
Okay, if you order, I'm 47. I'll be 48 in December.
Okay.
all right.
I'm
All right.
45. So y'all know now. Now
So,
y'all know how old Gut is and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I've been doing it for 30 years, man.
Hey, how come Awesome Dre thought he was 13? Awesome Dre thought
Yeah,
Awesome
yeah,
Dre thought we had
yeah, he
Awesome
said
Dre
that
on a couple
15 or
weeks ago.
whatever.
He thought
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Platonio was 13. We was
You
talking
thought it
about
was
age and
13?
shit. Nah,
Yeah.
Awesome Dre thought that. Fucking around,
Yeah.
we was talking about age and shit. Like being like, because we veterans in the game. Hip hop really kind of the only rap music where they put an age limit on that shit. There ain't no age limit on art, on music. What the
Right,
fuck?
right.
Look at Willie Nelson and motherfuckers like that. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you know how rap, because rap, man, changes a lot. Like rap might be the only music that changes as much as it does. Like
Yeah.
you get country music, it kind of stays as part. Rock music kind of stays apart, but then rock music started to add rap to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everything, and rap is the only genre that I think that adjusts every couple of years. Like,
Yeah.
Big time.
you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying, man?
you look at different, like, yeah, the way the genres have changed and the type of beats, like
Mhm.
when sampling was big, De La
Yep,
Soul sampling like stuff that would be like a country song and rapping to it, that already changed you know,
yep.
when De La Soul would do some shit, like, like this, some weird samples would be like, no, well, it's still hip hop though.
Right, right. Hip hop changes so much, man. Like, and then you think like the generations of it. Like, think when the generation before us, and then our generation comes, and and then you know, the generation before us looked at us like what the fuck is this? Like, we adjusted, we became a little bit aggressive, and then this generation became way more aggressive. So it's like, with generation, man, this young generation now, they work on impulse. Everything is right now, the now. They, you see how they move, like, you see how they move, like, everything is now. That's how they get so many beats and so much because the social media does it, man. Everybody wants to be something they're not, man. You know what I'm saying? Just be you. Like, I can't separate the character and the person, because the way I am as a person is the same way I am as a rapper. When you meet me, I'm the same person. You know what I'm saying? I don't put on no character to do music and then come home and be a different person. I'm the same motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I just try to be a cool motherfucker. Like, I'm the motherfucker, like, if I focus you, then you come to my town, you come to town, you come to my house. You know what I'm saying? If I let them in, that means I trust you. That means I love you like a brother. You know what I'm saying? I got people that come to my house, like, just like all the time. My boy Big Will, he come over every weekend, every Sunday. Watch again, coming to every show.
Shout out Big Will. I seen him in the comments. He was hollering it. So just
He said Monster Christmas, December 16th, Holly, Michigan and shit. Make sure y'all there.
Yeah, man. Got to do something for the kids, man. I've been, we've been on it about trying to do the giving back thing. I don't think, I think we all got to do a little giving back, even when we don't make, nearly as much. But it's still about trying to help somebody in a lesser position.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
And we salute you for that, dog.
Yeah. And I was also gonna ask, not to change the subject or anything. Is everything okay with Pope? Because I know we were expecting him to come on. I hope everything's all well with him.
Yeah, I just got called before the thing. He was sick. He said he was sick. So I'm like, all right, I'll come on and do it. We'll be okay. We've been, man.
Just want to make sure all was well.
It's been rough, man.
Yeah.
It been rough, man, because he had a bout with COVID, man, earlier in the year, and it really kind of fucked him up a little bit, because I didn't think he was gonna be able to rap again, like, you know what I'm saying, because it did something to his lungs. You know what I'm saying? It
People
fucked
don't
him up.
realize that long-term effect, like you're saying.
Yeah. He ended up getting a bad ordeal of it, man. It did something to his lungs, which is gonna be like probably forever. Like, so when he do perform or whatever he does perform, he go out there, at any point, he could be putting his life on, but he doesn't perform. That's what he does. So, we work it in moderation, and shit, he's out there like, fuck it, I'm still gonna rap, like, no matter what. Even with the bad lungs, he's like, fuck it, I'm going anyway. So that's dedication. That's, I'm putting out, because it's like Pine passed and he got COVID the day after Pine's funeral, and like for the next few months, he was sick and we didn't get to do nothing. So I'm sitting in my mind like, Project Born is over. Like, if Pine's dead, if something happens with Polar, he can't rap no more. Then what the hell I'm gonna do by myself? I can do stuff by myself, but it's like, not having a Project Born record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just something that I started to think about. I ain't really broke that out, told nobody like really that, but it's just like that was just something I was thinking about. Like, man, it was just like, man, sometimes people don't understand what people go through, man, to get up and perform and do whatever. Like, man, I don't know, man.
No, I feel you on that, man. It's like, that's real talk right there. Some people
Yeah,
just take it as the character they hear on the
no
record
joke.
and stuff. And they just, they don't dig deeper. Just,
right. I mean, it's
That's
just
Pope right there messaging me how to get on this shit.
all right.
Like the Pope did. Is that Pope message you?
Yeah, he
Message?
just messaged me asking how to get on this shit.
Yeah, man, I went through so much shit to get on, man. I had to go through, create an account, do this, do that.
Oh,
I'm like,
they
what
made you create an account?
I know. That's like everybody. That's always the biggest complaint, is trying to get on here.
Yeah.
And we try and have people walk people through, because even myself included.
Yeah, we just started using Discord the last like 50 episodes. We switched over. We was using Zoom and Messenger.
But
it's
it's a
Mhm.
lot better than Messenger because Messenger will make it chopped up so then you barely get, it's like so glitchy.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But this what the young guys using, the young streamers and shit. So we was like, we gonna do what the young guys using this shit. We had Gangsta
Yeah.
Nip on here. He was like, I like y'all setup. This man, I got the iPhone is nice and crispy. This and that.
Mhm.
But he was
Yeah.
that's one thing I was gonna mention about the talk about the list was Nip. When we had Gangsta Nip on here, he was like, I should be number one in the horrorcore. He was like, every one of my lists is number ones. Esham should be number one in the wicked shit. And, what was it? Brother Lynch is number one.
Brother
And,
Lynch, yeah, for like
and
the Bay Area of
Rip Gut.
man, he calls it stuff. Yeah,
Rip Gut.
Rip Gut, Rip Gut,
So,
Rip Gut, if I'm not mistaken.
Like
Yeah.
I didn't even know
what?
about horrorcore in Detroit until like Nick came out. We called it the wicked shit or acid rap. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Yep. But didn't Brother Lynch was out before Esham, wasn't he?
I'm not sure because if you
Well,
think
I
about it,
don't
Esham
know.
was out in
No,
the '80s, so
I
no.
remember. I remember Brother Lynch was out in the '80s. I remember Brother Lynch being out in the '80s because I
yeah.
remember I heard of Brother Lynch before I even heard of Esham. Like
Oh, all right.
to be
Oh,
honest, yeah, I heard of Brother Lynch probably. I'm trying to remember what year was that first that one. The
Season of Sickness.
the Sickness was his first record. Which one was his first record? The
I
one
don't
had
know if
the
that was the first one. I don't think Season of Sick was the first one then because I think that came out in like 90, 91.
no. Okay, well, which one? There was some. What? Dang, what was the first one we heard from Brother Lynch? I think it was the '80s. Was it '80s?
Yeah, because I know
I
I was
remember hearing
banging
Brother Lynch
Esham in
before. I
like
think it was
'87.
Esham.
Coffee, double low deuce. I remember
Yeah. Yep.
that.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rest in
rest in
peace.
peace. Yeah, and
Mhm.
yeah. But I remember that was like about when I was about ready to graduate back in '93. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Brother Lynch is nice.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. First record.
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked that
Because I
up.
didn't really know who Eshawn was. My boy brought Eshawn to my attention.
Yeah.
He said, man, this motherfucker nigga doing beats, do his own raps, this and that. I said, man, get the hell out of here. I said, man, he's just as good as Tupac now. I said, man, get the fuck out of here. I
And
told him,
then
get
you
the fuck out
listen.
of here. And I heard him. I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker hard.
I used to always say back in the days, like Flint kind of was on the map mainstream before Detroit was in the hip hop and rap music because MC
Breed.
Breed,
Well,
yeah,
nope. I remember seeing Awesome Dre and them on
yeah, Awesome
the
Dre for sure.
video they had on the Detroit Pistons started. They, I think, was they out before Breed? It was in the '80s. Like, man, Awesome Dre was out. That's how I remember Dre, man. Because Breed, I know, Breed came out with Ain't No Future, and he was, he set it off a flat rap. Um, but I remember Awesome Dre. I remember we used to see Awesome Dre in the Hardcore Committee on video on TV.
Yeah,
I'm trying to distinguish these years, man, when all
yeah,
this was
that was
going
the
about. But I
'80s.
remember seeing Awesome Dre. We used to see Awesome Dre all the time. Every time, like when we first got to meet him and everything, and then that's my man. Now. And we used to like, man, we used to see they had them on piston starters, blah 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 blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? They did that video. They had piston starters on and everything. Awesome Dre and the Hardcore Committee,
Yep,
and
yep. Shout out
yep,
Awesome Dre, yeah, that's the homie and shit. We had him on here. They all got a show
yep,
tonight at Harpo's. If y'all ain't tuned in tonight, that's probably where some of our viewers are at right now. Is Eshon, Mastermind,
yep.
Austin,
Awesome Dre,
Dre, and
Yeah. I
Stretch
sent the
Money,
commercial in too. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
yeah.
DJ
They
Low.
and but MC Breeze, rest in peace, MC Breeze.
Yeah.
He set that shit off of us. We came out there ain't no future. I was like, man, it was on.
And then he did that
Breeze.
track with Pop, dog. It was really game over. That
Oh
track
yeah,
right
yeah, yeah. He got a couple joints. And you know what? A lot of motherfuckers love Breeze, man. Jazzy
there.
Faye, E40 now. He just fucked them up in the Bay. Tupac.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Breeze had a lot of love, man.
Yeah.
Breeze had a lot of
That's
A
what I
love.
lot
used
of
to
people
always
know
say. Flint was
out
out.
of my neck of the woods, they always thought that Breed was actually from our area too. But it was like,
Mhm.
no, so you know how it gets mixed up.
Yeah, yep. Detroit and Flint, like,
Yeah, because that's why I always said Flint was put on the map mainstream before Detroit and rap music because
yep,
of Breed.
Go
Breed
ahead,
put it
Brother
out there.
King.
yep, with Breeze.
Yeah. Rest in peace, NC Breed. Then you had Top
Yeah,
Authority too, and y'all was coming out around that same, not too far behind them. I mean, then you
right,
had
yeah.
Project Boy,
Dayton Family,
Dayton Family.
Oh,
Top
David,
Authority,
Yeah, because even Dayton
Dayton
Family had
Flake.
their
Yep,
run
Dayton
with
Flake.
ICP.
Yep, yep. Dayton Flake, Top Authority,
Hell yeah,
Top Authority.
Jake the Flake,
Um, Dayton Family.
bringing them back. It's
Yeah,
always a
man,
history
that was
lesson.
cool.
That's what I mean. Flint got mad talent, but Flint, Detroit always kind of like
Gambino.
linked up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's taking them back. Yeah, because Awesome Dre was coming. He came out, I think, in like 86, 87 and shit, I want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
and he's really truly a he's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And not only just a legend, but just to talk with him, he's down to earth.
And he
Yeah.
had the
Dre, cool
straps to
motherfucker,
LL
man.
Cool J's head and Kumo D's head. Who else did that?
Yeah,
Who else
Yeah,
I'm
did
Dre.
still
that?
trying to figure out how he ages in reverse. That's the only thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Dre got to be what, about 50, 51, 52?
Yeah, I
yeah. I
mean,
think
I
he
know
said
I'm close in age with him, but
I
yeah,
think he
he's like,
said he was 51 when he
Yeah.
was on
Yeah,
here.
he got to be older than us. Like,
yep,
you can wait before we did. Shit.
And he's still
Yeah, but I
doing it.
know Dre, man. Still
yeah,
doing like,
yeah,
man, his music, like rap music, like, man, it just is timeless, but some of it are like, but the music just changes, and when the game changes, like man, that's what makes me like be like want to just gracefully bow out when the game changes, and it ain't the way it used to be. The way it moves is not the way it moves. Like man, we used to be so everything we used to move out of the trunk. Then
yeah.
you can move actual CDs. Like people are
Oh,
now
that's
just
good.
doing streams and like you get a million streams to get you one sale. Like no man, I can just sell a damn CD in my hand. Like we used to do that like with nothing.
Yep.
You know, that's how that's we used to work. We used to pull up. We worked the corners. My boy Pony get his box of CDs. Boom, we go to the corner store. Boom, get them off. Go here, get them off. Get them off. Like it was just a regular hustle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just so like when we first came out, like it was just like the whole game is different. Like now you gotta wait. Okay, you gotta stream. Somebody stream this, stream that. Like you can get a billion streams, get $10. Shit. Shit.
the whole
Fuck
game
that.
does change. The internet
So like
changed.
if I was go ahead,
No, go
brother
ahead,
brother
Black
King.
Tonio.
Uh, Yeah, all I was gonna say is like, do you have like definitely are you doing any kind of features or new projects? Like if you're looking towards like the possibility of leaving the rap behind, just sending it to the next generation. Are you like seeing about like leaving the legacy behind, like doing features with different people? We could definitely promote that too as well. Or
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, we do features as a group, but then the only thing I have right now and work me and Life record together. Um, you know, it's my young guy. That's my protege. He came up under me. That's my guy. We got that Bird versus Magic, but like we just take features on as they come. Um,
yeah,
I got my daughter. She's doing music. So you got to look
oh,
out.
that's what's up.
I'm gonna groom her to do it. She wants to do music. I mean, folk to go. So, and she's rough. She's rough. And I don't know if
Well,
the
I was
age.
gonna say if you want to give her a shout out, definitely like feel free to put that as a plug on here because we're about hip hop,
Yeah,
as a
so
whole. Even if you want.
she's rough, man. She's rough. I told her, I said, "Well, you gotta live with the fact you're going to be second place forever. That's about as far as you can climb
Yeah.
in the family. You know what I'm saying? Doing music, like, you gotta be second place. You know what I'm saying? But
hmm
like it's hard, like for you to come up in the shadow of somebody
Yeah,
for music. Like everybody's gonna always compare you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They're gonna always this and that. I'm gonna be
But,
always
but
overshadow her no matter
The
what.
Marley
So,
family, in general,
yep. They're like you just have to embrace it and use it for motivation to go like, I give her, all the everything that I know. You know, she writes her own stuff. I don't help her write nothing like that. Where I write up, she writes her own stuff. She's brilliant with the pen. We brought her out at a show. We had the Lights Out show we just did in August. She came out with us. We got a song with her on I believe it's our Born Dead 4 record, and it's called Grind Mode.
Grind
It's
mode.
featuring Poke the Goat. Yeah, and then she was on. We performed a song with her on at Lights Out in August, and she handled it. I thought she was gonna be nervous and fuck it up. The crowd, packed crowd, everything, and she came out there like a G, and she commanded her. She got it. She got what it takes. It's just her staying focused. It's harder to come up as a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely a lot come against
You
it.
know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna make sure she get a strong team, and she gonna be rough. So make sure that people Poke the Goat. Remember that name. Remember I told y'all about
Oh,
how rough she gonna be.
Poke the goat.
She gonna be rough. She gonna be rough.
so definitely be on the lookout. That's what that's why I was like, definitely want to have people, tuning in on that. Then
Yeah.
I
when
love
it's
so
about the
when you
Nicki
pass it on
Minaj's
to
and
the
stuff like
younger
that,
generation and shit. You know what
we
I'm
got to
saying?
bring some more MC Lights out here and stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she's like about like she's like MC Light. And she covers so much. Like when she raps like in real time detail stuff. Like she go through some of her experiences. She's only 21, but she just
Okay.
goes through some of her life experiences. Um, and how she gotta brag a little bit. She got a little swag to her, so she
So
brags a little bit.
that's what's
But
up.
she talks real life. She talks about real life stuff. Like her stuff be like really in depth. Like you can see what she's talking about. So she's gonna be really good. I think, so everybody, look out for her. She might
Yep.
she might be coming this year, later on this year. She got a couple of singles. We're gonna try to do some videos and just see how the market takes it. But I think she's gonna be good.
That's what's up, man. And definitely like feel free to send anything our way too. Also, we'll definitely promote that.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
on
We'll
the
be on
real.
the lookout for it and playing it out. It'll get put on rotation on the Hood Smokers podcast. For sure.
Okay, I appreciate it, man. I really do. I
Yeah.
really
No,
do.
we
We
mean that.
treat we treat you good
It's
in
an
here,
honor to
then.
have you coming on here with us, taking that time out. All that. It's like we're humbled by it.
Yeah, for sure,
No,
for sure. You're getting a lot
no
of love too
problem,
in the
man.
comments. He's got the RLP. He must not be in Detroit because he ain't at the concert. The real Yanko. He said, "Yeah, Project Born for Life." Whoop whoop. And of course, Big Will in the comments. Still Fred Fury. What up, though? We got D Cocker. What up, there? What up, though? Everybody in the chat
Yeah.
and everybody tuning
Shout
in.
out to everybody. Yeah.
We got
Everybody in the
Nitty
chat.
from Project Born in here.
Hell yeah. And then I was also gonna say, hope the homie, like gets the feeling better and everything.
No, yeah, thanks,
Yeah, I
man.
think
Yeah,
he's
thanks,
trying to
thank
tap
you.
in.
On the real. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Pope was
man.
trying to tap in. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I know he was having a little bit of like he was having trouble like trying to, and I understand trying to tune
Yeah,
in.
I
It's
was
like
trying to message him.
it's a pain. I know.
Man, I took the time, like, damn, I'm like, click, 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 do this, do that. Dude, I'm like, okay, fuck it.
And then
You know
the
what I'm
other
saying?
part is like trying to get on there, like for your screen to come on, you got to like click on that the camera.
General. Yeah.
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 That's the part that always got me for a while. Like,
That's why I got an engineer. Shout out Southwest Word. He set all this shit up for me because I wouldn't know how to work this shit, dog. That's why.
yeah, shout out to Southwest Word for sure.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
get with the
definitely.
mics ready. He get the Discord. I shoot him the links and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
And then also I wanted to shout out I wanted to like give a shout out like through him. He wanted to jump on and I was gonna use it as a surprise, but Madness from Bedlam wanted me to pass on the word to just say what's up and just, send much
Yeah.
love. So
Yeah, tell me something. That's my guy, man. Tell you know how to get in touch with me, man. You got my number and everything. That's my guy, man.
yeah, we
Big
just
Kurt,
met him.
remember we used to do all them tracks. We used to do all them shows together with them in Bedlam, like us and
Yeah,
Bedlam and Bill and Saginaw, man. We was up there so much doing shows. They might know people think we should Saginaw. Man, we was up there, man, all the time. Them with Bedlam, us and Bedlam, man.
yeah,
Them
yeah.
was the
yeah.
days, man. Us, him, Project.
Hey, yo, since Nitty was talking about it ain't about the money. It's about the impact that you make, right?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that I made an impact on Madness, brother.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
That's what he told you?
Man, when he interviewed Madness, when I got on the chat, he got on. It was like, that's Looney Tunes. That's
Yeah.
fucking Looney Tunes. This motherfucker taught me how to hustle
How to
CDs.
hustle CDs. Yeah, he was like, how many CDs you hustled that night?
Got his impression down, man.
And man, that's my guy. You know what, Big Curt, that's my guy, man. We used to do so much.
Yeah.
That's my
I
good self.
He had a lot of good stories about Mike Clark too and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah, man. They
You know,
guy, man.
yeah.
He cool
He
fucking
was
man.
gonna try and jump on you like, and I was gonna use it as a surprise, but you know, like definitely if it doesn't look like he might, but he just wanted me to definitely shout you out, you know, send some love too.
Oh yeah, man. Tell me what's up, man. He already know, man. Mad love with me and him, man. Time we get on the phone, we want to talk for like 5 or 10 minutes, but it end up being an hour and shit. Like, because we start going through all kind of shit, man. Just that's my guy, man. I swear, man. Like I said, like go back, like it's just so many people that I met in the game, man. That
Yeah,
that I wouldn't want to trade for nothing. I got my shout out to my people out in Utah. You know, man, RK, Alex, Fade, Stalker, like all my people out there in Utah. Like, man, them like my second family. That's like my second home. Like, and then music took us away out to Utah to meet them, and they come up almost every year. Come up to the house, man. Stay a few days, go to the gathering. So,
this was
so
up.
you know what I'm saying? That's
Then,
like.
then you probably know my homie Kendrick Natsa then.
Oh yeah, yep, Kendrick. I forgot. Yep, Kendrick.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
up with
familiar
Kendrick?
with him too.
Jacob. Like all y'all in Utah. Y'all know there's so many of them. I can't even go through all the names, but y'all know all my family out in Utah. Big shout out. Yo, they already know who they are. Like, man, I'm talking about. I got a big family out in Utah. Like, they're my peoples, man. Yep, Kendrick Nasa. Yep, that's my fam. And Jacob. They all like, man. They like all of them been out this way, man. Stay at the crib. Man, we sit in the backyard. Last time we was up here, we sit in the backyard, get drunk. So I said, nigga, y'all doing too much for me, goddamn. Ain't no way these motherfuckers, two people pull up with 30 pack of beer and fizz a lick. I'm like, shh. I'm gonna take my couple of shots. I'm gonna go on the bed and y'all can stay here as long as y'all want to. Shit, I don't care.
Yeah,
And we drink
don't
every
wanna hurt
beer.
you
We
in the
go.
morning. Yeah,
Yep, all them at Big Wheel. Shit. We got, man, like I say, man, we had so many times, man. So many good times, man. Just like, man, traveling, meeting people. You know, my people, my boy wrote the joke and them out in Lubbock,
Yeah.
not Lubbock, yeah, out there in Texas,
yeah.
Mexico.
Oh,
Like, man,
love it. Yeah,
and he's like, man, these are people that like family, man. I'm talking about, man. They got these people I never would probably got to meet. We all from different walks of life. We all met on the road with one common denominator: music.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Music, like, and then we just became family. Like, these are people we call, like, help you on a regular basis. We talk, and it's like, man, music brought it this far. I'm just a kid from the projects. You know what I'm saying? To
Right.
Flint, Michigan. Flint, Michigan. Like,
Big time. You know.
like, you know, yeah, man. You think about what music brings people together, man.
Yeah.
Music brings
Yeah.
people together.
No, definitely. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, it builds. You know, like it brings a lot of people together. Um, you know, maybe the connection, but then you build a lot of good friendships and all stuff out of it, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good part about it. That's the good part. I, I,
Yep.
I like, man. I like building friends. I like meeting people who are different, who different walks of life than I come from,
Yeah.
and you learn from each other. Like, and that came, and this is done came about, and this is kind of how it is with me. Like, and I got people who love Donald Trump. I know
Yeah.
people who didn't like Donald Trump. I didn't care for him specifically, but that didn't change the way I felt about people. If you did feel a certain way, we have our discussions, but still at the same token is that we cared enough for each other that didn't even matter. Where I don't like this motherfucker no more because he's like Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Or they like this, or they like that, and they
Yeah,
like that.
unfriend me because you like him or some shit like
Right.
that.
Right.
Yep.
Like because them are the conversations that need to be had. It's the differences. I don't want nobody to come from the same walk of life. We only talk about the same thing. Oh, I want to know how you was raised, how you was raised, how you was raised, so I can understand from a different perspective how
Right.
things is. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
people don't do that. People look at you in a certain way, or they won't mess with you because it's like, man. I always tell people like, man, somebody like just say that you do something, and then everybody look at me, why did you do that? I'm like, nigga, you don't even know what decisions he had to make. You
Yeah.
don't know. So how the fuck could you tell a motherfucker what decision they had to make? Like you didn't know that the two of them one, the second one could have been worse. Like I always say, man, that you do
Yeah.
what you feel is best for you, and everything else just falls in line. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Real talk.
So how you
But
feel like
that's
how a lot of
essential.
these
See,
people
like
say?
like
A lot of these people are saying like I noticed like a lot of the podcasts I be watching and shit like that, like Nori, all them guys talking about how rap is like the most dangerous job in America
Yeah.
right now. How you
Right
feeling about
now,
that? Yeah.
Mhm.
right now, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. They dropping like flies. Everybody, most of them, a lot of people don't know. Some of the people that that I do know or from familiar with, like they dropping like flies, man. Because man, it's just I don't understand the ignorance behind it. It's social media is the devil itself
Yeah.
because it gives you the platform to form an opinion on somebody's life that you don't even hardly ever know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And then that goes from that to that to this to that. F you, what man, we could do,
Yep.
then
And then they're
boom.
gonna pull up.
Yeah.
Yeah, then boom.
And they do it live too.
Yeah, and they'll do it
Yeah.
live. Yeah. Just pull up.
And you know what the problem is? Why the hell they don't get the motherfuckers that deserve to get their ass flattened? George Zimmerman still walking around.
Yeah.
Still walking around. You know what I'm saying? What about these mother who's still walking around who done all this bulls that they can get them? Oh, you need somebody to kill? Go kill them on. They deserve it.
Yeah. Like people that yeah. Or
Like,
just because somebody said, like, oh yeah, you a punk, you all this kind of stuff, and then now they pulling up. So,
right. Because
yeah.
man, you know why? Because now they have this image to uphold. So whenever they feel like you hurt somebody's feeling, then you got to die about it. Okay, fuck it. If that's leave. But you sit in your life and end up in prison. You know what I'm saying? And then you sitting there like, damn, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Why? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I'm like, my thing is, I'm always gonna give everybody respect. That's number one. I'm respecting everybody when I meet you. Hey, how you doing? That's the way I am. I respect everybody. But at the end of the thing is, if it comes to where we don't have I don't fuck with your ways or some of the shit you do, I just ain't cool with. I just don't fuck with you. I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
around disrespecting you. I'm not gonna be, man, fuck you when I see you. Oh, you still can, but I just can't hang out with you like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
Yep.
just the way it is. Like, and that's the way it should be. Like, I just don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Hey, man, when I see you, hey, what's up? That's cool. And then, some of the shit you do, I just can't rock with. And that's cool.
Yeah. It just didn't see eye to eye. Just yeah.
Right. Like, some of the shit, like, some people do stuff that I just can't rock with, man. I just can't
Yep.
rock with. So when they do that, man, you gotta do that shit over there, and then I'm gonna do me over here, and whatever. But I'm still gonna respect you as a man or as a person, man or
Mhm.
woman, because you give respect. I believe that you get it. That's how I got respect my whole entire life because I go out on see me go around disrespecting people. Always, if I gotta disrespect you, I'm just not fucking with you.
Yeah.
I can't. I ain't got time to argue with nobody, man or woman, nothing. I'm not going to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just regular life shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, that's just kind of way I roll. That's why I end up like I fuck with so many people, or so many people fucks with me because they know that's just the way I am. I fuck with you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be rich. You ain't gotta be like shit. Hey, if I got, we got. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I expect the same in return. We ain't, you got it, we got it.
Oh
Facts.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Definitely,
That's just
man.
what I roll,
Real talk. Um,
Yeah, it's
I was gonna
dangerous
say,
out
you
here. They
had
need to
any kind of
calm
like
down. Uh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Black Tony. Wait.
Yeah. All I was gonna say is if you had any kind of like maybe studio session or even like on tour session, on tour uh story with anything that like you might want to share, man. We all about that. Definitely we ain't about the tea, but things like if you had something that was like,
Man, I got so many. Like I don't even know what kind of y'all want.
okay, if you'd be willing to come back on with us, we would definitely be more than happy to have you back on, man. But
yeah, most definitely.
we're honored to have you on, but like definitely,
You know what I would want y'all, what I think would be cool. I'm just throwing out there. No schizo's coming up, but
yeah,
I would hope that y'all can have our whole Monster team on.
That'd be dope. That'd
we
be
could do
dope.
that.
Like I said,
Where,
shout
where you
out Light.
want
We
like
got
where
Schizo
we could
coming
have you
up.
hop on like because we're gonna have madness like hop in and say what's up and show you some love. We could definitely do that if you're down, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Yep.
want I want y'all to do all of it. Me, Schizo, Straight Jacket, Poke, everybody on the team, everybody on at one time. You
That'd be
know,
dope.
y'all kind of make a forum for us, and so we can explain everything we're doing and everything that's going on.
Yeah, cause y'all
Absolutely.
got a lot going on and shit, and like I feel like y'all could be like just as y'all should be right up there with psychopathic is the way I'm looking at it though. I mean, why
Yeah,
not? I mean, Project Boy should
yeah,
be in my eyes should be bigger than Twisted. All that. I mean, you are in my eyes bigger than Twisted and shit. And you should be right up there with
I
ICP.
appreciate
Why?
it.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And another person, who wanted to send you some love, who couldn't come on tonight is like the homie Dice and stuff. He wanted to definitely he was happy to see that you coming on too. So much love.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Dice, man. That's my guy too. It's cool motherfucker. I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dice is
Dicey,
cool
official
motherfucker,
hood
man. I
smoker.
love Dice, man. Dice is nice, man.
Yep.
Dice,
Real
That's the
people.
yeah,
homie Dice.
Real
That's our
people.
big homie here.
yeah. Dice is cool motherfucker, man.
Yep.
He a cool
So
motherfucker, man.
I definitely wanted to, like send that out there because when I mentioned about having y'all on and stuff, chopping it up with him, he definitely wanted to send some love if he couldn't make it on. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. I love Dice, man. That's my guy, man. You know, I fuck with I fuck with everybody, man. Man, man, everybody, man. It's one. I just fuck with everybody, man.
Yeah.
That's the way I roll, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what it's all
Everybody, man. We
about
got to
too.
do shit
Shit.
with Bree. You know what I'm saying? Before you pass, we fuck with Dayton family. You know,
Yeah.
everybody, Clown, E, Dre, Dice, Mastermind, everybody, man, you know, ABK, hell,
Yeah.
Blaze. I hadn't seen Blaze in so long. I seen him in the lights out, man. And we never really got to sit down and talk like that. But at lights out, man, I got to sit down and chat with him, man. That's a cool brother, man. We just talk about just regular life shit, man. That's a cool motherfucker, man.
Talking about ABK.
That's what we try and do also as like a podcast is like try and be different like that of just not ask all that fanboy stuff and all. You chopping it up with us,
Let
we
the guest
respect you.
speak, not ask the same typical questions the artists used to
Yeah.
asking and shit, and try to stir. Some people,
Bring
some
up
motherfuckers want to
yeah,
stir the pot,
CT on
start
this, what's
shit. They
his
love drama. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
If one
See, I
thing I
don't
learned from
do
gang, go ahead, Nitty.
yeah. Because at the end of the day, how the split, the MED psychopathic split, and how that stuff works out. It's just kind of they on this side and they on this side. Everybody know, man. Joe Bruce is my guy, man. That's my brother, man. I love him to death, man. I give him a shout out, man. Everything he going through. He just lost, a friend, a girl,
Yeah,
man. And I have prayers for that brother, man. For what he's going through right now. But everybody knows, man. That's my guy, man. Joe Bruce is my guy, and
Yeah.
and all these little dramas, beats, whatever, man. That's gonna be my guy, no matter what.
That's what's up.
No matter what, man. That's my guy, man. And a lot of people they can't deal with Joe Bruce like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yep.
But he's definitely a character.
yeah.
He's
I had to.
definitely a character, man. But he's a genuine motherfucker, man. If he fucks with you, he fucks with you. That's one thing about him. If he fucks with you, he fucks with you, and
Mhm.
and he gonna ride it out with you.
That's
You know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying? That's one thing I would say about him. He's a genuine person, man. And I hate to see my brother going through, the pain he's going through right now. So, let me give him one shout out prayer to Joe Bruce for
Yeah,
everything he's
Shout
going
out,
through.
Brother Joe Boots. Yeah, definitely.
yeah. I remember when we did the Dead of Winter tour with Esham at Harpo's and Joe Bruce was back there. He had no face paint on. He threw the Harpo security shirt on. Was trying to blend in with the crowds. He was sliding in and out and shit. No, motherfuckers was whispering like, "Yo, Violent J here, Violent J here," but nobody knew he ain't had a paint on. He was dressed up like he was security at Harpo's, had the shirt on and all that shit. That was about shit. I think that was like 2019, 2018, something like that. Dead of
Yeah,
Winter
Oh
tour
yeah,
with Esham.
yeah.
yeah.
He'd do that, man. I done had to see him do that a few times. He'd throw his hood on. You won't even see him standing there. He'd just be sitting there. Or it was show going down out here in Flint, but he just sit out regular, and he came and sit in the crowd. He goes to a small venue. People perform. They know what he does. They know what he look like. But he's an impactful figure, man. When you see him in the beans, are very impactful. But he'll sit back low key.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did that too, I think, at a show we did at the Bullfrog with Dice and shit in Monte Cristo.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did the
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
same
yep.
thing. He was in there low key trying to lay back, like watching and shit. That's why these young artists, I tell them, don't ever think people don't know you and ain't heard of you and shit, because they watching these motherfuckers and some
Right.
people stealing styles too and shit. There's a lot of artists that are bigger than motherfucking these younger cats out here and they stealing their styles. They see something be like, oh, that's dope. I'm gonna take that idea and shit because nobody done heard of this cat and this and that. And there's a
Right.
lot of that going on in the game too and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's that. Yeah, most definitely it's that.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
yeah, but see, I don't. It would be hard for me like really take people's styles. Somewhere we can do something similar, but the way I spin it, because like we from different walks of life, it's hard for me to implement something that somebody else's if it's not even nowhere near similar to mine. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And even at that, I don't like stealing people's style. But hell, it's hard not to be in a used style that somebody else has used. But I know what you mean by motherfuckers who they steal everything from something or somebody or a song or a concept or whatever from somebody, and then they take it and use it as their own. And then as long as they put it out first, who's going to dispute it?
right,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who's going to dispute it? Like, if somebody
exactly.
else, if ICP dropped something and Joe Blow from San Antonio dropped something, who do you think they're going to believe did it first?
Right.
If
Yeah.
ICP did dropped
Yeah.
it first, he came, then you got me now.
Yeah. I mean, we could talk about
Yeah.
some hip hop history here because Detroit,
Yeah.
Esham involved. What about Esham and Tupac? Well, fuck the world. Esham dropped it
Yeah,
first, but then nobody believed him when Pop
Yeah.
dropped it because Pac is Tupac, you know what I'm saying? And he had problems with Esham over that.
Yeah.
I remember they got in a beef out here in Detroit over that
you
shit.
think Tupac had a beef with Esham?
Yeah, they got into it. When I was in the joint, I read the Thug of
Yeah.
Water book. It's
It's
got
kind of like a
Tupac's.
brief, yeah, like a brief
It's
stint.
got his
Yeah.
criminal record in the back. Says that he
Mm-hmm.
it's a story in the book where it don't mention Esham's name, but it says local Detroit rapper. But I guess they had jumped him. Esham did time up in Wayne County Jail because of it. But he had to, Esham rolled through the city with just his people. He ain't had bodyguards, none of that. Pop came,
Right.
had security, all that shit. So that's kind of how that went down and shit. I remember when it was on Wayne State University, downtown Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
right midtown Detroit, and it was a
Mm-hmm.
show, and it was over there. I believe it was all over that "Fuck Your World," "Fuck the World" track, because Esham dropped it first and shit. And I believe he even name
Fuck the
dropped
world.
Pop.
So
Oh, he did. He
Esham,
got. I live more. Yeah, live more thug life than Tupac. Yeah. On
uh,
Tupac.
Esham came out and with "Fuck the World" that was on a Nodis record, right?
Right, yeah, closed casket, I think.
Yeah, Coach
Yep.
Cassidy came out what year?
Mm.
Mm.
93 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Almost about the same. I think it was like really close in the same thing, but I think he did his
Coach Cassidy came out.
mathematics and it was.
And "Fuck the World" was on Me Against the World, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
2000.
World came out first.
Oh, well, I know they had some beef over that shit because it was a thing in Detroit about it. Like, no, it's just Pop. It's known. Everybody know
Yeah,
Pop.
yeah,
So,
because because at that point Pac wasn't Pac quite yet.
right.
Pac
Yeah.
was coming
But
out. He was
Esham was
21.
always Esham though.
He
It was
should be, but he
before
was
Death Row and shit.
yeah. When Pac was on Interscope, I believe by itself,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it wasn't. Yeah, we woke up and screamed, "Fuck the world!" They tried to say, I don't care.
That's the
Yeah,
shit.
but you think like if that was the case, like if people did that, it'd be people fighting all the time because people come with the same title all the time. Like we did the world is ghetto. Ghetto Boy did the world is ghetto. We didn't know they had world is ghetto first. We made the song. And we
Right.
had ours first, but then they came out with it. We came out when they came out with it. It was just like, damn, these motherfuckers that came out with world is ghetto. How the fuck we want to drop it after this and after they don't drop it? You know what I'm saying? But we still dropped it. Like,
But I got a point to bring up. Pay attention to the samples on Our Lives on Me, and pay
mm-hmm,
attention to the samples on Judgment Day 1 and 2.
yeah, the sample.
They sample the same thing.
No, yeah, that could be the case because see what the Esham I believe is a sampler, and Dre is a big on sampling, and hell, so is Kanye. Like they're gonna
Puffy.
run through the same samples. Like you know what I'm saying? That's
So
gonna happen.
the story about Esham gave Tupac a copy of Judgment Day 1 and 2.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This I heard about. Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
Brother
be
King X
good.
knows that history. That's why we like having him
Mm-hmm.
on here. You know that hip hop, especially when it comes to Detroit hip hop, is well shit. You from the Bay
Mm-hmm.
Area originally though, so he got that West Coast history too. Shit.
Who in the Bay Area?
Brother King X, but he's from Detroit, but he stayed in. He got family out there in the Bay Area.
That's actually what we have in common too, because me being from the Bay Area originally, like San Fran, and yeah,
And Esham is originally from New York, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. From what I know, yeah, New York, yeah.
Okay.
Was born here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Born
I
there,
remember.
raised in Detroit. Yeah, man.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we
Esham.
ever,
Go ahead. But we talking about
Esham
Frank
is.
Nitty and Project Born. We getting all off into Esham and because I mean it
Yeah,
does
yeah,
all
no,
Yeah,
no,
goes in.
man, hey,
yeah,
if we think about history, anything about music, man, is, you know, like,
Yeah.
I love to talk about that stuff I don't even know, like, I'm always down to learn. I don't care, like, what you talking about. These conversations go left, like, we can go deep into every other thing. Like, man, it's a learning thing for me.
yeah. Well, I mean, we're glad to have you on, and I hope you enjoying your time with us too, because like,
Man, I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it, man. I was sitting here, I had to get away from the bad kids for a minute, I tell them, get your asses into another room.
Right.
You
right,
know,
yeah.
Yeah, we glad you could come on, dog. It's an honor having Nitty. You
No,
know,
it is
I know
on.
Poe
Yeah,
was trying to get on and shit. I don't know. He can't figure out the Discord or something and shit. For he can't figure it out. So
mm-hmm.
he's trying to get in. Friend Fury, if you
I was trying to
watching,
get on
maybe you could
too.
tell Poe how to get on and shit. And your
Yeah,
boy in
if
here,
Fred
he
Fury
got a
is still
question
with
in
us,
the
yeah, if he
chat.
could.
Wants to know if you heard much of the Flint artist Kid KYDD.
KYD, no. Kid, no.
KY, no, his name's Kid, but it's spelled KYD.
What?
Yeah, young rapper
No.
from Flint.
I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, because he said he didn't get a chance to ask you that before. He hasn't personally asked you before in the chat. So,
Nope, I'm definitely gonna look it up.
yeah.
I do that. I always do that. Check out, some of the young cat music. You know, I think I'm gonna go into like a mentor uh situation after the music. Come in help
What's up,
people,
man?
help them teach them how to write lyrics, how to their deliverance sometimes be off. Like kind of help them with the writing and recording and some of the things I learned over 30 years of doing music. The do's and don'ts of touring and stuff like that.
That's why we
That's
wanted to
what's
have
up, man.
You
y'all
know,
out here, dog, because
kids
y'all
think
are
being
legends.
off beat is the style. They think that's
Mhm.
the style, being off beat.
All beat? No, that ain't it.
I
No,
know
I
it
mean,
ain't it, but
like you got rappers like we've always had that was offbeat. I mean, you got E40s and stuff, but they catch back on, like come
Silver
back.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Silver Shocker was good at it though. He did it right.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know.
E40 didn't really per se. That's why he had beats. E40
Yeah,
beats.
he jumps back on.
640's like he just had an unorthodox style, man, which was 77.
Unorthodox style. Yeah.
E40 is another one I think he was like ahead of his time, like his
Oh
style. Like
yeah.
that would be relevant now if it dropped like that old E40 Carlos Rossi and all that shit for
Oh
the clip.
man, 4-0 is gonna be rough regardless, man. I like 40 from way back when. 40 always been that guy, man. He always talking that shit. Always, but I like 40, man. I like 40 way back in the days, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, him, like it's a lot of older rappers, man. That a lot of these youngers need to go back and check out.
Yeah,
They get a
E40
lesson.
showing he was just here in Detroit with Icewear Vessel and with
Yeah.
that group. Yeah, he was just here in Detroit. They was doing a photo shoot and they was promoting some kind of drink, a wine, I think, or liquor, some kind of
Mhm.
liquor or wine or something.
Yeah, I think the 40 came out with a new drink.
Yeah.
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 But he had the Slurricane. I know it was Slurricane,
Mhm.
which is like the hurricane drink, but it was like his label on it was Slurricane.
Okay.
Mm.
He got his own ice cream too.
All right.
Mhm. Yeah, man. 40 always is about that, man. That hustle, man.
Hmm?
40 is always about that hustle, man.
Yeah.
Yep, his own ice cream.
Yeah. Have you ever met him, by the way, Frank?
40,
Nitty?
nope,
Have you ever met
nope,
him?
nope.
No. Oh, okay.
Never got to make 40. Have we ever? No, we haven't did a show with him. Like, we did a show we did a show with like a lot of people. Bone Crusher, D12. Um, who that came with D12?
How
Petey
was that?
Pablo.
Bebop. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like man, like them was like regular show, like we just did with, and then like the thing about like when you do show with them, like these people that you look up to, so it's like sometimes you look like, man, this is too fucking short. This is too short. Or this, you know what I'm saying? It's
That
like these are people we grew up on.
Right.
he's cool as fuck. Yeah. If you met
You know
him.
what I'm saying? So you should be like, but my guy, man, is man Bizarre from D12, man. That's my guy, man.
Yeah. Shout out to
That's my boy.
D12, the whole
Hell
crew.
yeah! Shout out D12 and shout out
Yeah,
like
Kind Artist, Swifty, all them guys. You know, the Bizarre.
Yeah, man.
That's my guy.
Yeah, I got
yeah.
to meet the other one, the Swift and Conniving them. I met them once. That was while I was doing a show in Detroit. You had to come out perform, and I met them. I only got to meet them once, but Bizarre, that's my guy, man. I had him down to the crib in this summer. Like he was down here a few times this summer, and that's a cool motherfucker, man.
Yeah, that'd be a
That's what's
dope
up,
ass
man.
show, dog. Project Born in
I got.
D12, dog. I would love to see y'all doing like a show
I mean, I got
now,
the lucky
like
when I opened
D12
up for
without
D12. It
M.
was like Coop was still around. He was like the coolest dude that I met out of the crew.
Yeah,
But
rest in
That's
peace.
what I heard. I never got to meet Proof, man.
Yeah, he was cool people. We got a history together. A little bit where we ended up battle rapping on WJLB in Detroit and shit. But that's a whole nother story and shit. But yeah, Proof
Yeah,
was a real one and shit.
everybody says
I grew up.
cool as shit.
what was
I
that?
grew up around. I grew up
Oh, he grew.
around.
Oh,
Yeah, everybody was talking about he was the coolest. I never got to meet him, man. Because
yeah.
you
No,
know,
he was like definitely. I mean, dope lyricist, but he was like he was humble and like dope. We got off our set, and I
They used
remember
to be
seeing
in
him
the
in
hood right there in Southwest Detroit, hitting the titty bars and shit. Proof would be up in there with everybody else from the hood. Like, no different. He was just a regular motherfucker and shit. No different than anybody else in that bitch. And that's probably why what happened to him. And that was on some shady shit, how that shit went down. And dude didn't do no time that did that shit. I mean,
for
so,
real.
yeah, he got out the next day. He was security. And they found Proof outside, and everybody from the club left. And they tried to say, Proof pulled out a gun on his cousin, and who was security, and it was after hours already, so it was an illegal establishment. And then that's
Right.
why dude shot Proof. But they didn't have no witnesses, none of that shit. Dude got out of court the next day. He had a CCW, all that bullshit, and they called it self defense or whatever, and he got off scot free as far as I know. I don't know as far as the streets getting him and shit. Talk about that and shit, but you know, karma a motherfucker, dog. I mean, shit, when you take out the great ones and shit over some bullshit, like an argument or something, some petty argument, and then you got to shoot somebody. I mean, you could duke it out like a real. Back in our days, yeah, guns was around, but I mean, at first you gonna fight it out and shit. I mean, there was always
Yeah,
guns
we know
there.
how to throw them. Yeah, throw those. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, if anything,
Mm-hmm.
younger growing up in that gang shit, I learned was you can't get money while you beefing and shit. How can you be on the block
Mm-mm.
getting money while you got to worry about getting shot up or going to shoot these guys up and you beefing with everybody and shit? So that's why. You got any advice for any of these young artists coming up? Because I mean, shit seem crazy right now, like in hip hop. It's like these young artists are just going wild. You got any like words of advice, being the OG and shit?
And then stay focused. Like, man, you gotta stay like a lot of these mothers they don't stay focused. They get off track. You gotta get focused and put your eye on the prize and go for it. Everything on the side has to be, on the side. You have to look forward. That's why I tell my young cats now. I say, man, get focused on this, man. Everything on the side, man. Y'all be worried about too much on the side. That's how you can't stay focused on the task you got. Go for the task that you got set. Stay
All the stuff
persistent.
that'll come later anyway with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I'm talking about, like like if somebody says this or some beast here, or this and that has nothing to do with you. I like, man, just look forward. Everything
Yep.
else gonna take you to do what you got to do to get. Worry about what these motherfuckers talking about because they're gonna talk regardless. Like you have to focus because you're gonna lose focus and then you're gonna start caring about something you can't that has nothing to do with you or you can't control. So you can go out and try to respond to some of this, respond to that. So, man, don't worry about that. We need to stay focused on what we need to do, and then we need to get to what we going. Stay
And
focused.
just like you said, keeping your eyes on the prize. It's like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a distraction from the real goal. Yeah. So it's
Oh
like what
yeah.
you said. Yep.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of distractions gonna come your way. It's about how you can be able to push it off and stay focused on what your task at hand. Look straight forward. Everything on the side don't even matter. Now with social media and everything, it's easy to get sidetracked, man. Easy to get sidetracked. Don't get sidetracked. Don't get caught up in something that really has no value for you.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of that's what a lot of them do. They get sidetracked with stuff that had no value whatsoever. Like, man, we finna argue about something crazy. Like, man, we finna argue about a loop on a beat or something. I'm not arguing with nobody. Shit, I wouldn't give a damn if y'all take. They can take any beat we ever use. Fucking use it. But everybody
Yeah.
gonna know where it really originally came from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not afraid of a friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the game. We've been doing that since music started. But at the end of the day, like for these young ones, man, they need to get focused, man. Get their business together. You gotta get the right people around you is important. And anything you do in life, I don't care. Pick a mate. She or he has to be good for you as far as as supportive. Um, they can help you change direction for the best or the worst. It depends.
Yeah.
Either you beneficial or you're not. You know what I'm saying? And it goes the same with when you're doing music. You get the right team to play, and everybody do their job. Then shoot, we can laugh it up rich at the top. It ain't gonna be easy, but we can do all that stuff when we get to the top. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
but one thing I learned with doing music, people like if you the artist and you got other people want to be in the light too.
Right.
They're not good with playing their spot behind scene to doing just their job. They want to be seen and they want to reap some of the rewards of being the artist.
Exactly.
Very
True.
true.
And that's why a lot of situations don't don't stay the way they're supposed to because some people don't want to stick to what your job is. Like, okay, this is my job. This is my job. This, okay, we all if y'all your thing at the end of the night is to get some sex. Okay, you can get some sex. Hey, man, I'm with such and such now.
Mm-hmm.
It become a dime a dozen. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
It
Yeah.
all come
Shit,
later. Yeah. It's like yeah.
yeah. But a lot of people will start getting caught up into that life and want to be the artist, and they think, okay, we start doing this, and that. You know what I'm saying? We all move as one unit. But when
Mhm.
you start to go to your head, then you start doing different. Then you're not doing your job, and the machine's not moving like it's supposed to because somebody's not doing their job. Then you
Mhm.
get lost that way. I think that does
Then
that.
that disloyalties come into play too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I'll tell you, you seen all the best groups in the world has broken up over money.
Yeah.
All the best
Yeah,
groups has
what's the
broken up
secret
over money.
between? That's what I want to ask you, dog. Project Boy, because it seemed like every single group. It's hard to find a group. Think of a group from back in the days that
Huh?
stuck together. It's hard. Let me ask you, like, what's the secret to Project Born to a group staying together? Because if you think about it throughout history and hip hop, it's always shown groups eventually always break up and shit. It's like all of them, but Project Born always stuck together and shit.
Man,
What's
because
this?
we brothers now. Like I always tell them, like man, if we have our issues, we're gonna have them behind closed doors with each other. You know, I'm not bringing my issue with nobody to social media ever. Like I don't care none of my brothers. Like we finna be all like me, my brother, Pope, and we blood brothers.
Right.
And Pint, rest in pieces. So we
Yeah.
was
Rest in
he's
peace.
like my brother because we known him over 30 something years. So we all came up together. Thing is, it's like we ain't gonna have disagreements or somebody's gonna be ignorant here or ignorant there. The thing is, it's like you got to know how to look through some things, work through some things, and then to accomplish a goal. Like
Yeah.
when you bring three people in, if you got three people in the group, like you're not always gonna have the same outlook on everything.
Right.
It's impossible.
You gotta learn
But
to agree to disagree.
that shouldn't deter y'all from getting to the ultimate goal, like
Right. Hold on.
and trying to achieve what you can achieve in your lifetime of doing music. Like
Sounds like you guys have a real team. It's like like you and you know y'all three like could have like conversations where it was just two of y'all, but nobody was talking shade on the other. Like
right because
me and Nate was
like I
one of
got
them. Go
right
ahead.
because if I got something to say, I'm not gonna say it to your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I
As it
got something to say
should
to
be.
Pint, I'm gonna call Pint, tell Pint. I ain't finna go to social media. Pint, blah 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 blah. This and that,
Yep.
other motherfuckers in the group talking crazy. Like, no, I'm gonna call. I got your number.
Yeah.
If
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
respect nothing from nobody who got my number, and they go to social media and says something about me, and you got my phone number, I don't respect what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, did you see what such and such said? People put what such and such said. They got my number. If they really needed to say that to me, it was a phone call away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. I never understood it. I never
And
understood
it's
that.
always third-hand information. You never hear it like you never like usually run upon like what's being subliminally said about you. It's always like, hey, did you hear what so and so said about you? It's always like from
Right.
that third person.
Motherfuckers
Yeah,
shooting
but
you in your inbox.
I used to always tell them. I always ask them now, like, how much do you respect their opinion? And they be like, man,
Yeah.
not really at all. I'm like, well, what's the problem? How much do I respect your opinion for me to be offended by what you said about me?
Right.
I don't respect your opinion enough to be offended.
And why was he
You know what I'm saying?
why was he so
So
comfortable talking to you and shit about me? You know what I'm saying? Why did he feel so comfortable
Yeah,
talking to you and that you
yeah.
gonna bring it to me?
What are you saying in response? Are you just like, uh-huh? What?
but
That's
if
why
you
you
my
gotta cut the
dog, I'm gonna defend
grass
you
and shit.
in any conversation. I don't if you my dog, I'm gonna defend you in any conversation. If it depends on who we talking to. Like say if me and my best friend talking about my other best friend, it ain't nothing we ain't gonna say when he around.
Right.
But we have a conversation and like we have a conversation about this, or well, we talk to him about this, or this and that, or something like that. Then I ain't like I'm gonna say this behind his back. And then when he comes to my face, I'm gonna be like, I didn't say that. No, I said this, bro. And then I'm gonna call you and be like, hey, bro, blah, blah, blah. That's just the way it is. I can't be no bitch about it. So if I got something to say, if I got, say all y'all sitting here, we all in this forum, and then I got my phone number, and I ain't finna be on this forum, man. Fuck you, man. We ain't gonna have that. I'm gonna call you. Hey, bro, I didn't feel the way you. That's the way a man does it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We deal with the man, we talk
Wait,
it
man,
out.
you
And then,
Yep.
we disagree. But we're not gonna be beefing them and I'm gonna come to church at your house tomorrow. No. We can agree to disagree and still be cool. We can't.
Mhm.
Yep. And that's how it should
You know what I'm
be.
saying? I'm good with agreeing to disagree, and and life goes on. That don't mean that we not cooler. Shit, we just don't agree on the same thing, and that's cool.
Yeah.
People can't do that sometimes. People can't take that, man. This motherfucker saying, and they cut you off for not agreeing with their shit. No, I don't
Yeah.
have to. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I have my
right.
own mind, man. And there's no way you can do that. Like, there's no way you can do that, man. Just like, I don't know, man. Life's strange, man.
But
Yeah.
shit, We like
Life
almost
is
2.5
going
hours in on the
stupid.
show, and you know I want to play some music. We also broadcast on our internet radio, Fred Fury's frequency, so we gotta shout them out too and shit. So
Shout out.
is there anything you would like want to get to, Frank Nitty? Before, if y'all just tuning in, we got Frank Nitty from Project Born in the
Whoop, brother,
motherfucking building.
hey, when y'all play the music, make sure y'all play Don't Switch. That's featuring Winky Mac and Flocky Rose. That shit's off the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the round here track we got with the clowns, we got with
That's
ICP.
fucked up. Like I love That's Fucked Up, by the way.
Oh yeah, that fucked up is
Yeah, because we're gonna be
yeah.
bringing
That
some
fucked up
music.
is nice. I want y'all to play. I don't know if y'all got that grind mode featuring
Yeah, I
Pope the
believe we
Goat.
do.
That shit hot.
Oh,
You
no, I
know?
haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna look it up though myself.
Man,
Yeah,
we
we got a
we got
whole
so much
lot of.
music, man. And hey, we still got books. Hey, remember we wrote a book. There's a tell-off. Anybody who ain't got the book yet, get a copy of the book. It's interesting, real.
Where can they find the book at? Let them
Could
know
you
where to
also, I
find
was
it.
gonna say, like in the inbox that we got, could you like send maybe a link to it or just even a picture of it and stuff so we could maybe like just
Yep.
post it on the page? Okay.
Yep, all come to at therealprojectborn.com. At therealprojectborn.com. You go there, you can find everything. Got some new hoodies out. Got some sweatsuits. The book. Got a few T-shirts left. Hats, skull hats. Like therealprojectborn.com. I'm gonna send you the link.
Yeah, I just throw it up in
Definitely.
the
Yeah,
chat
and then
too.
we'll definitely share it as well because that's
Yeah,
what
and I'll throw it in the
that's what we're-
description. I already got your links to the music you sent me are in the description below, so y'all can check that out. But we're gonna play some music when you get off when we done with the interview. So we still got like a half hour of music we could play for the people of Project Born and shit. And I was letting your first album play during the starting soon, because we start soon like 15, 20 minutes early just to get the promotion out, get the viewers on here, let them get a chance. And we just let the album play, you know what I'm saying, just so people can let it play. We play different music during the starting soon. We just like figure if we let Project Born this y'all night. We wanted to make the whole night just Project Born and shit. You know what I'm saying? No other artists, none of that. Just PJB. You know what I'm saying? And
I
FaZe
appreciate
wanted me to tell you he shot you a link to the next biggest thing out of Flint and shit. You gotta check it out and shit. He sent it to you and shit. Nigga. He wanted me to tell you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he wanted me to tell you that. But we appreciate you coming out, and like I said, we gonna get to we gonna play some music now for the rest of the show after we're done. But like I said, anything else,
Oh,
you're
and
welcome
yeah, I was gonna
anytime.
say if he wants to
All
shout
of
out
my
anything.
star entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Fucking,
Yeah.
I wish Pope could have
Shout out
figured
to
out
all.
the Discord.
Yep. All my homies at Monster Entertainment, the Schizo, Light,
Yeah.
Straight Jacket, DJ D, my man Angie, everybody at Monster, everybody who has supported us over the years. Just bad luck to everybody that's been supportive of us. And I got a big shout to God. Without him, none of this is possible. My homeboy Big Will, my boy in Utah, RK, Stalker, Faded, Alex, all y'all out in Utah. Y'all know y'all are. Everybody out in Utah. People down in Texas, Roach, Big Russ, all y'all out there. Y'all know who y'all are. All my people all over, all the juggalos everywhere. Big shout out. Fly out.
That's what's up. We got Frank
Thank
Nitty in the
you.
building.
Thanks
Project
again,
Born,
bro.
the
Definitely
legends.
thanks.
Man, thank y'all, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate it,
Definitely.
bro.
We hope to have
Anytime.
you back on soon. Yeah.
Yeah, back on soon, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't, no doubt. We gotta show Poe how to work the Discord and shit, so he can jump on here too. We'll get Light on here, Schizo, get the whole Monster Entertainment squad on this bitch, the whole team.
Right.
R.I.P. Roach and shit. They
Yeah.
dropping in the comments.
And also if you do want to jump on, maybe hop on for that appearance with the Schizo episode.
Yeah, we
can
got
make it happen.
Schizo. When
Yeah.
is that Saturday?
Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
what we're
Bet.
doing. Like they don't like hell. You want
Yeah,
to
you're
chop in
welcome
for
to
a minute?
jump on. Y'all welcome. You and Pope jump on when we got Schizo.
Okay.
Y'all are welcome and shit.
Okay. Man, rest in peace, Roach, man. My man Roach there in Flint, he passed a few days ago. Rest in peace to my brother. Rest in peace, Pine Capone. Man,
Rest in peace, High
Yep,
Plain.
rest in peace. Man. Yeah, man. But thank y'all for having me come on, man.
Yeah, we
We'll talk here on
appreciate you coming on.
come up.
We got much love for you. Keep it,
All right.
Yeah, like I said, y'all up there on the top, dog. Project Born up there. When y'all making these lists, y'all motherfuckers make these lists. Y'all gotta, you can't forget Project Born. They up there at the top, above a lot of them artists you name. I just don't want to put all their names out there, but they know who they are. Them artists on them lists know that they
they know.
to be. They know.
I mean, we humbly bring you back. You know, like we humbly, you know, like glad you came on here and want you back. You know, had a good time right here. Definitely want you back. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Man, I love y'all, brother.
Yeah.
Salute.
And we got this Frank Nitty. Salute, family. And we'll holler at you, Project Born. We gonna get into some music, so y'all don't go nowhere because we about to bang some Project Born for the next half hour here. So much love, Frank Nitty in the building. And
peace out,
Project
brother.
Born. Peace, y'all. Much love, fam.
Yep.
That was Frank Nitty from Project Born. I don't know, we lost Brother King X. I don't know what's going on with Brother King X, but shout out to Project Born. Shout out everybody that's seen.
I'm still here.
Oh, you still here, Brother King X is still here. We're gonna jump into some music and shit. What was one of the songs he said? Let me see if I can find one of the ones he had. Didn't he say Round Here? Featuring
yeah, Round Here. That's one of the ones he wanted on. Yeah.
All right, let's get it. Round Here.
Yep. Featuring
Psychopathic,
Round Here.
ICP. Let's get Born Dead 3, The Reaper's Revenge. So what's good, Brother King X? What's going on with you, homie?
Nothing much, just working.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I got to work tomorrow on a Sunday. I wasn't ready for winter, dog. It was 70s last week, and now it's fucking waking up with ice and snow and shit on my car. Shit's driving me crazy. I know you down there in Tucson. How's the weather, Blatonio?
No comment.
Yeah, no comment.
I mean, I feel I should shut up about the when you guys dealing with snow and stuff, I feel I should never ever discuss my weather. Like because what we call cold is, you know, you guys are probably wearing shorts and stuff, and you know. So
oh yeah, I gotta play this track, dog. I gotta play it because I promised a couple people I play it, and it's one of my favorite tracks I ever did. And it's a feature that we brought Detroit. We got Brother King X doing the intro. We brought Detroit and Flint together. We brought KDT, Dayton Family, and Project Born all on one track.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I believe, I mean, I should have brought this back up, but when we did the track, I believe that he told me that they didn't have a track with Dayton Family and shit. And so this would be the track they got where you could find Project Born and Dayton Family on the same track. So we gonna get into it. This off the third album of KDT, featuring the Dayton Family and Project Born. Let's get it.
What up, yo? Detroit and Flint Town. Coming through this motherfucker. Hallucinate. Yeah, with my killers. Through the projects. And I'm skating on day.
Better be careful where you at, which way you wear your hat, what colors you got on, cause your ass will get clapped. Bam, back to the old me, rapping with the OGs. Even when I'm sweet, bitches got my strap on me. In my blade too, you gon' play who? You gon' fade who? Bitch, I will shake you, erase you from existence. If you don't keep your distance, I kick it, y'all can wicked, get marked off the hit list. Always on some bitch shit, keep it to yourself, man. I'm self-made, self-paid, hell I let it rain. We can tell you plain, we can tell you ain't what you say you are. You ain't hard, you a flake, yeah. Break them off, break them down, this time needs an enema. It's time to get them up, wet them up, red them more. I'm fed up all the whack rappers, they liars. I'm a villain, I'm a gangster, I'm a rider.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a rando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a rando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Project nigga bustin', ain't no time for no discussion. About to drop this deadly weapon, Satan too, like I'm from Russia.
sucker talking crazy, we gon' rush and beat you down cause you a sucker. You ain't from around my block, so ho, you ain't shit but a customer. Dirty hoes, I'm dusting ya, the rivers where they dumping ya. Stay project boy for life, so ain't nobody that can touch us, bruh. Identify the target in the parking lot, a target roll up on him, blow his brains and leave him dripping on the carpet. Victim to at his apartment, we gon' finish what we started. Ask this lady where the dope, she tell me in the glove compartment of the drop top bins. Then take all of the ends, I'm gon' tell you all you want if you just please just let me live. I got kids that got a future, told her shut up for I shoot you. Ain't no women or no kids dying, this is what I do. I can offer you a job, Project One roll like the mob with KDT and Ghetto E, we underground and never stop. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
The butcher called me up and told me come with a track. So I'm sliding through the D like I don't know how to act. Who the fuck want what with them boys that do it? Just load them Dracos and them choppers and let's get straight to it. We bout to bang in this bitch like the blood and the Crips. And got some hoes on deck, so don't even trip. In my Snoop Doggy Dogg voice, I make that pussy moist and leave your hoe staring in the ghetto. She that made her choice, and she chose to get banged. Hang with Dayton thugs and Ooh Kang. Told the girl stay in her lane. Now she missing, that's a goddamn shame. Who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you provoking? I'm in the butcher back cave smoking and feeling for a motherfucking killing. I'm a savage, I'm a G, I'm a motherfucking villain.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Once again in this bitch, splitting the D came to play. Playing for keeps when we creep with that motherfucking AK. Popping the phone, letting them know who the fuck be on the streets. Project One, KDT, and the Dayton fake. Real OG's been banging since the 90s. Ain't shit that I ain't seen. Another murder gang related, motherfuck the police. One love, killer, till death do us part. That gangsta shit, motherfucker, coming straight from the heart. There's nowhere to run, grab your guns and step into the front line. We'll only find a few my kind, busting with the tech knives. Come and test your strength, cause only a strong will survive. We're soldiers from the ghetto, side by side as we strive. Murdering motherfuckers, making money while we mad. Mind ain't straight, body and soul while we strap. Mr. Fucking Fearless, Jay Gutter, it's a rap. Fuck with me, I'm a G, day and night, pass me the gap.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
I'm a G. And I ain't talking about no game shit. Strapped with a tech nine and I'm about to do some strange shit. You bitches better be careful who you motherfucking hang with. Everybody's not your friend in this shit when they get dangerous. Sustain this. How you think we done for 20-something years? Dayton family and PJB put in work like Richard Gere. T is up next and they real life ready. Running around y'all hood with a mic and a machete. Means they ready to kill it. Make you bitch niggas feel it. We all get together and put it down. We the realest. I found a monster on these beats since my born dead days. Always have to make a kill. Yeah, them born dead way. Any pigs out here keep squirming, cause I'ma pick your ass off like I'm Richard Sherman. So if you see me on your motherfucking block, you bitches better please me, cause I'm coming with some killers, yeah, some motherfucking G's.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Shout out to the Mad Butcher on that one for the production, Back Cave Studios. Yeah, that was Flipped Out History too. We had Project Born and Dayton Family on the track with KDT. He was doing it. Yes, sir. It was an honor to be on that track. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's tuned in tonight. We're going to get to another Project Born track. But I had to let that play. I had to play that track, man, because it was an honor to be on the track with the legendary Project Born and shit. You know what I'm saying? And Dayton Family at the same time on the same track. But let's see what else we got here. Cause we getting close to that time. I think we got time for another one. Cause you know we still old school. We still got our songs still like 5-6 minutes long. These cats nowadays, if it's over 2 minutes, they lose. They don't even
lose
listen to
focus.
it. Yeah, they can't focus on it like how
They
back in
think
the day.
it's the drugs.
Yeah, that's what it is, dog. Cause you smoke some weed, you drink some brew or something, you focused on that shit. You listen to music, you vibing. Now they on all these shit that's got them all wired up and shit and fucking. They don't know how to act. They can't focus. They blame it on ADHD, but shit, they just can't focus, though. Anything you got to say? You want to add to that, Blantonio? About how these kids can't focus on how these tracks back in the days, how we still even kind of do a 5-minute track, 6-minute track.
Well, definitely how much has changed, you know what I mean? Like definitely like what Frank was, you know, Frank Nitty was like joining in with everything, you know, how things have changed, you know, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
the whole game has changed. It has become more of a culture that, you know, everybody was slanging back in the day. Now it's like all the users are rapping now.
Yeah, we had drug dealer music, and now there's drug user music and shit, and that's what they want to hear.
Like what it was with hip hop back in the day, in our era, when you listen to hip hop, you got a history lesson. You got a life lesson. You got a lesson in politics.
The rappers was telling the news of the streets. You wasn't hearing that shit on the news. Yeah.
It was food for thought.
Right. That's fact.
This hip hop, you ain't getting nothing from it. But the same thing. Papa Molly, I'm sweating.
Exactly.
Ice on my wrist. Ice on my wrist. Ice on my wrist. Papa Molly. And
Or I'm shooting at the ops and I got ops after me. Well, maybe if you keep your ass off social media and running your mouth, then you won't have no ops.
Yeah.
That's truth for Brother King X. God damn it, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Proof right there, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to play one more Project Born track right here. This Serve 'em by Project Born. I'm going to play this.
Definitely was an honor to have like Nitty on with us, man.
Yeah, dog. I wish Pope would have figured out. I'm glad he did go on the Discord. So next time we got him out, because we will get the whole Mindstar Entertainment squad on here. Like all them guys get
I mentioned in our group chat or whatever, you know, I definitely we look forward to having them back. If they down, if they had a good time, you know, if Nitty had a good time.
Like I told you before the interview, Blair Antonio, they Nitty real down to earth. They real cool motherfuckers and shit. I mean, they ain't, you know what I'm saying? They don't think they better than anybody and shit or anything like that. And they definitely should be listed in that top 10 if you gonna list wicked shit or any of that shit. Hip hop, they definitely up there.
Yeah.
But let's play this track right here, Serve 'em, Project Born, and then we'll jump up out of here and shit. Also, don't forget, we also broadcasting live on all Fred Fury's frequencies and shit. Links are in the description on Mixlr. Shout out Mises. Let me play this little drop for Fred real quick. All right, play. Not playing. But we're also broadcasting on all Fred Fury's frequencies. Y'all see it right there. I don't know why it ain't playing. But shout out to Fred Fury. Shout out to Project Born. Like I said again, it was dope having Nitty on here. I wish we'd have had Pope. Rest in peace, Half Pint, for real. He was a and Pope battled COVID. We all had our run-in with COVID, I believe we all had. That shit ain't no joke. It's real. So all you motherfuckers trying to say is just the government a conspiracy. They might have made this shit, but the shit is real. Don't get it twisted. That
It's real. Yeah, it's real. It's still, you know.
But let's get on this.
What people fail to realize about the COVID vaccine is a pestilence. They created something that they wanted to play God. So let's create this COVID. It could control the population, but Allah said, "Oh no, I got a trick for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all who I am. I'm gonna show y'all who God really is." Y'all want to play Allah? Well, I am Allah.
Yeah,
Truth.
that's deep.
Yeah.
Shout out Cassie. Yeah, he went live on the Hood Smokers Roundtable earlier.
Oh
Everybody
yeah.
that
Shout
checked
out
that out.
KFC, man. Much love. Yeah. Definitely the homie right there.
Make sure you check him out. Do that more often, Cap. You more than welcome to go live on the Hood Smokers Roundtable
That
whenever, though.
that your nephew right there.
Yeah, my nephew.
Let's jump into this track, Serve 'em by Project Born, and then we'll say our last words before we get up out of here to the next episode. Let's go.
Hey, homie, what you got? Project shit.
Right.
Expect the serve, we got it all. Frank Nitty, look, Pope. Talk to him, let's go.
We about to serve 'em. We ain't nothing to fuck with. The children of the corner come to play on some rough shit. Looking for remorse, little homie, that's tough shit. Still throwing bottles on incredible Hulk shit.
I'm a project boy for life. When you see me, that's what I'm screaming. Thinking that you can see me, my nigga, you must be dreaming. For the mic, I be fiending. Gangsta brim always leaning. Middle fingers, all of you bitches begging and screaming.
Blade in the pocket, about to do the hokey pokey. A bunch of stitches on the receiving end like Brandon Stokely. My ninja Big Chuck is the Project Charles Oakley. And my brother Big Soul, so walk lightly around some
Now from the
OGs.
bottom to the top, ain't no question, we bout to get 'em. Fill 'em with deadly venom, my lyrics is sure to kill 'em. Fake ass rappers don't kill 'em, like potatoes I peel 'em. I'm the head of the table, so shake 'em up and I get 'em. We the
PROJECTBORN is back at it again. Still sipping
Boy,
shit,
go.
still separating
Go.
friends. Walking to the bank, coming out with a grin.
got the money in the bag, got the bitches in the back of the 09 Jag. On the way back to the stash spot, Morningside Drive, got killers that are bust shots. Right up at the bus stop as a youngin' with a 6-shot.
Give me that work, I'ma get it off. I can move it hard, I can move it soft. In the hood, or even at the loft. I am the boss, I'm not a Jared Goff.
I'm related to the thuggers and mean muggers who get bread. All I want from you stanky bitches is good head. Young players, only prison or end up dead. So get your money and stay out the vision of the feds.
It's a cold game, better get out, you can get it. Fuck them other niggas that be screaming, they ain't with it. Run you up a check with your real homie, split it. Haters gonna hate, but I'm never gonna admit it.
You can hate all you want, but the game don't stop. Project Born, we the illest, motherfuck y'all props. We be standing at the top, and you ain't never gon' drop. And no one can do it better, and that's word of Diggy Doc.
Ride slow, eyes low, finger to them busters. Being broken over this track is for the hustlers. Niggas trying to catch up, but they couldn't cut the mustard. Put the pedal to the metal, burn rubber on these busters.
Burn rubber, motherfuck y'all hoes. Poke D and Frank Nitty, we gon' get that dough. Acting silly on the track with a kickback flow. Got the X's and the O's just like tic-tac-toe, yo.
People stressed out at the crib like some limos. Still stopping clean in this no rockin' Jimbo. The fools out here stitching their reputations in limbo. I'm a dab first, but how you slice it like Kimbo?
Chop 'em up and I feed 'em to the hungry sharks in the hood. When under pressure by any means, they up to no good. Now put this track on the triple beam, I wish that you would. Track was the family, red bean left him still where he stood.
Little boy.
Yeah, that's Project Born. That's the last track we're gonna jump into. It's 10:32. We went a couple minutes over, but it's all good. Another 3 hours in here. What up, though? We got Brother King X and who you got in the building? They want to say what up, though? They want to say what up, though? Before we get out of
Why
here.
don't you come say what up, though? Come here.
Yeah.
Is that
Come
your
here.
nephew?
Come
Come
here.
on, yeah.
What up, though? You live. What up, though? Peace.
Say peace.
Peace. Much love from the Hood Smokers Podcast. We out of here. Black Tonio, is there anything you'd like to say before we get out of here?
Much love and definitely like thanks to Frank Nitty coming on. Definitely hope Pope get to feeling better and everything. Rest in peace to have Frank. And it's been an honor, definitely. So
Brother King
hope
X.
everyone coming back.
Brother
Much
King
love,
X.
like
Much love, Nitty.
partners, right?
Much love. Much love for Nitty for making an appearance. Get well, Pope. Everybody that tuned in. Much love to Black Tonio Todd and of course my dog Jay Gutter.
All day. Much
They
love
go
to everybody
way
that
back.
tuned in. We appreciate that. We got another new moderator, so when you see 100 people in the chat and shit, you'll know who he is and shit. That's family. He's family with Nitty and Poe and shit and Light. And they was gonna tap in to send them their flowers, but they sent their flowers a different way and shit. And like I said, we gonna get My Star Entertainment, the whole team up in here. We'll have the whole squad on this bitch. So That'll be dope.
Yeah.
We'll get Schizo, Light, Project Born, everybody on here. So
I'm
much
also
love for
hitting
the
up
Hood Smokes
movies to see about
podcast.
if we poke the goats down too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we out this bitch, y'all. Make sure you check us out. Who we got this this what is it? Wednesday? Politicized. We got Politicized in the building. So get ready for that. I'm ready to hear some of his dope ass music. I heard a dope ass track he did with Too Dope and shit. He performed at the Gathering 2022. So we're gonna chop it up about that. That's Wednesday night. Make sure you tune in. And then Saturday we got Schizo in the building. We got a lot of dope artists coming, a lot of dope guests, and they just keep on coming. So get ready, because we ain't going nowhere but up. You dig me? But Brother King X, Black Tony Tide, I'm Jay Gutter. We out this bitch, the Hood Smokers Podcast. Let's go.
Much love. Peace.
It's like the Wild Wild West. More views than the news. Now you fucking with the best. I can make you famous like William H. Bonney. Underground MC with the mainstream army. I can make you famous with this Colt 45. One shot to the dome and ain't no gutter ride. Whole town start to scramble like an egg on a grill. My whole life's been a gamble, waiting on the next deal. And that's real, yeah. I'm an outlaw to the core. You know the deal, yeah. It takes that money to score. Can you feel, yeah? Crowds cheering for more. I can make you fucking famous with this sold out tour. I can make you famous like the Wild Wild West.